through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, no, no. I got no, no, no rival. Tell me now, what you gon' do? We can do this face to face. The reckoning is coming real soon. Doesn't matter what you say. Try to tell you this is my moment. Can't take mine 'cause I own it. Don't you know that I locked and unloaded? You're out of focus. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma fight my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got no. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my phone. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, no, no. I got no, no, no rival. No rival. I got no, no, no rival. No rival. Close your eyes. close your eyes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Havoc Esports main league. I'm your host, HGC Luke, and today we have the Havoc Esports Split 2 playoffs for our main league. Welcome everybody here to the chat. We've had a lot of forfeits today, surprisingly, because it is the Split 2 playoffs, but we will be crowning winners here today for the Split 2 champions. That will be happening today, of course. And, of course, we have the reigning champions, S5 Cosmic on Havoc Gold. Just got rank A recently. He's going to be on the B stream. So if you do ! B stream, no space, you should be able to come in and watch on the B stream. You could see S5 Cosmic play. But here will be the close match. We put all the closest matches here on the main stream. Digital Threat versus Havoc Orange should be a very close match, or at least should be. Semifinals are a best of 7, and then whoever wins this will be going to the grand finals to face the winner of Havoc Gold and Sloth Dark, the two top seeded teams coming out of Split 1. But without further ado, let's get the players in the lobby and let's start this best of 7. Here we go, folks. This should definitely be a great series. I honestly don't know who it will end up being. I don't know who will be on top at the end of this series. But Digital Threat, they've had a big up-and-coming story here. They're a team that, in the Split 1, went out in the Swiss 1-3. They barely qualified for the Swiss stage last split, and then they ended up going 1-3, not even making it to the round before the top 8. And now, not only have they made top 8, but they've made top 4. Granted, they did have a forfeit match in their quarterfinal, but at the end of the day, that's just a quarterfinal match again, and they were seeded first, so they were playing against the worst team in the top 8. So if there's any team they could have beat, it would be that team. So now they're going to be playing against Havoc Orange, who's the 5th seed coming out of the Swiss stage, who ended up winning against Final Form White, as sadly a forfeit from them too. But it's definitely a winnable match there for Havoc Orange. So this top 4, even though people may not have decided this might not be a top 4 that these teams have earned, they're going to earn it this series here, folks. Both these teams going to put in their all, try and win this best of 7. And if whoever manages to get the win will, of course, be going on the grand finals. And just a special note, whoever on this side of the bracket makes the grand finals qualifies straight to champions. Whoever loses will have to go through the Last Chance Qualifier in order to make it to champions. And if you guys don't know what champions are, it's a top 6. Is our top 6 teams in all of the Havoc main league will go straight to champions, which is a single elimination bracket. Quarterfinals are best of 7, semis are best of 7, and of course the grand finals are a best of 3, best of 5 set. And that will be taking place, of course, around in the middle of March. But here we go. We finally get the first goal of the series. Digital Threat putting that one in the back of the orange net, and Digital Threat on the board first. Look at that. Camo, the captain, coming in with a brilliant shot. Now, the question we have to ask ourselves is, how is Havoc Orange going to do? Normally, Havoc Orange have a very tough time closing out series. And if they're in a semifinal match, oh my goodness, that's a whiff, and Corrupt will get a goal, second goal on the board. Just as I was talking about Havoc Orange, they normally struggle to close out series. It's normally due to the nerves of trying to close out a series. But right now, they're in the top 4. The only player on Havoc Orange that has actually made a grand final is Matthias Maximus. And the last time he made a grand final, he actually did win that grand final. It was an off-season tournament for Havoc where we just did a fun tournament for teams to participate in for pride and everything like that. And Havoc Orange actually beat the undefeated Havoc White at that time. Granted, Havoc White did just come off of losing the playoff grand finals in a reverse sweep, but still, you're not expecting to lose to a team like Matthias Maximus, who is lower rank than Havoc White. And right now we're seeing Digital Threat versus Havoc Orange. Both these teams are very similar in rank. I believe all sitting around GC3 SSL in the 3s playlist. And of course, in the 3s playlist, SSL is not as good as, say, in 2s or in 1s, but it's still, you still get to at least see high-level team play. even if their individual skill may not be as high as in 2s or 1s, it's still great to get to witness two high-level teams play against each other. That's going to be a miss from K-Taps. It forces Timmy to come in. Matthias Maximus with the 50. Oh, my goodness. Finally, we see the first goal on the board for Havoc Orange. Look at that here, folks. Matthias Maximus slotting it right in the net. Camo actually almost got back to that. Just wasn't able to keep it out of the goal line. Here we go, folks. Too Freezy puts it off the sidewall. Followed up here from Camo. Camo gets the dust. Going to be flying high onto the backboard. Now followed up is K-Taps. K-Taps back to Corrupt. Corrupt now over to Matthias Maximus. Matthias putting it into the corner. Back to K-Taps. K-Taps over to Camo. Camo putting it off the backboard. Over to Matthias Maximus. Over to K-Taps. K-Taps trying to maintain possession here. Will get sent over here by Corrupt. Corrupt looking for the Musty. Fails the Musty as he ends up rushing the flick. But now we'll be back over to Timmy. Timmy trying to set up K-Taps. K-Taps with the reset, but not able to find the opportunities. It's stuffed away by Camo. Too Freezy now trying to start the counterattack offensive. Back over to Camo. Camo setting up a pass to Too Freezy. They're trying to open up the space in the midfield right now. They just haven't been able to score since those first two goals. And the goals, some people may not say they were really earned. It was more Havoc Orange gifting them a free goal. But right now we're seeing, ooh, Timmy and Matthias double commit for that one. But Havoc Orange, they're not able to get this ball out of their own half. Great 50 there, though, from K-Taps. He keeps the ball on the offensive end. Now looking to try and set up his teammates off the backboard. A demo on the goal line. Timmy does keep the ball on the offensive end. But K-Taps, he was dusted of the ball, but a miss from Corrupt is going to make him awkward. And now the ball will be once again in the defensive half of Havoc Orange. They're looking to start the counteroffensive, though. Matthias to Timmy. Timmy through the air. Gets it around one. Can he get the pass mid? No. K-Taps trying to set up a teammate mid, but no one is there. Matthias now. Getting it all around one, looking for the Doomsday Dish, and that will be a tied game. Havoc Orange, late in game one, tying the game. And look at that, folks. Getting the ball not just around one, but around two players with the dunk in the back of the net. That is a longtime veteran of Havoc, Matthias Maximus, stepping up here in the top four. And remember, folks, based on how these teams place in both Split 1 and Split 2, they get a certain amount of points. If you watch the RLCS, teams get points based on how they place in a regional or at a major. And it's kind of the same principle here in regards to Havoc. In Split 1, based on how you place in Split 1, you can think of Split 1 as a regional one. And you get points based on how you place in that regional or that split. And then, going into Split 2, or I guess you could say Regional 2, teams get points as well. And then, based on your total points from Split 1 and Split 2, you're either eliminated, or you go to the Last Chance Qualifier, or you go straight to Champions. Right now, whoever wins this match will actually steal a spot out of the top 6. They will actually qualify for Champions. Will qualify for Champions, even though both these teams did not make the Split 1 playoffs last time around. Havoc Orange ended up going 2-3 in the Swiss, and Digital Threat ended up going 1-3. So both these teams have clearly blown past what happened in Split 1. And now, in Game 1 of the semifinals, there's a tied game, and we've already gone to overtime. Matthias looking to take possession here. Leaves it for K-Taps. K-Taps trying to center the ball mid. We'll get the ball there. Back over now to Too Freezy. Too Freezy now, trying to maintain possession. Back over to Camo. Camo, over to K-Taps. K-Taps sends the ball into the corner. Will now be over to Timmy. Timmy, over to Corrupt. Corrupt back to Camo. Camo to Matthias. Matthias sending the ball mid, and Corrupt will save that one. Over now. Is sent all the way down the field to Matthias Maximus. Matthias, though, he misses. Corrupt gets the shot off the crossbar, and it's in. Matthias Maximus, the man who tied the game, can't get a touch on the ball on the defensive end, giving an empty net to Digital Threat. Digital Threat find themselves up 1-0 here in the best of 7. Fantastic match right here, folks. Digital Threat managing to get the lead. But now we'll be going into game number 2, and it looks like we were rated by Tazaro. I believe Sloth Dark ended up losing to Havoc Gold, if I am to make an assumption there. Yeah. So Sloth Dark. So yeah, Sloth Dark ended up having to forfeit, sadly. But that means we will be, whoever wins this will be playing against Havoc Gold, the reigning Split 1 champions in the next game. So it should be an exciting match nevertheless. But we got to see who Havoc Gold's opponents will end up being. Overall, though, still a fantastic first match. Let's see if Havoc Orange has what it takes to try and fix their mental, go into game 2, and try and get this dub. So far, like going into that match, Digital Threat were doing a really good job of just being consistent. We never really saw them miss any important balls. They did miss some balls, of course. I mean, everyone will probably in a top 4 at some point or another. But at least when it came to the important ones, they didn't miss. Contrast that to Havoc Orange, where literally the overtime goal was caused by a miss by Matthias Maximus. Goals number 1 and number 2 were caused by Havoc Orange not really doing their job on the defensive end. All 3 of those goals that Digital Threat scored were not really off a Digital Threat causing mistakes. They were more off a Havoc Orange just making mistakes and Digital Threat counterattacking and capitalizing on that. But this time, oh my, that was an empty net. 2 Freezy puts it off the backboard. That was, oh my goodness, that was a brilliant double tap opportunity, but Havoc Orange stay alive. Timmy trying to set up his teammate here for 2 Freezy over to the side wall. And here comes K-Taps, just clears the ball down the field, but he gets the ball back, trying to start the counter offensive, and Camo with a brilliant backboard touch keeps it away. However, Havoc Orange still keeping pressure on the offensive end, but a miss will allow 2 Freezy to clear it to the midfield line. Matthias sends the ball over to Corrupt. Corrupt will end up leaving it for K-Taps as K-Taps dusts over one of the Digital Threat players, and the ball ends up finding itself in the midfield. Timmy looking for the pass down mid. Matthias looking for the dunk, but he can't find it. Game still tied at 0, but Timmy will look for the shot here from across the field, and we're starting to see a little bit of boom ball between both these teams, but another great shot and another shot off the 4th man. Timmy with the save, and Digital Threat can't buy a goal. Ball back over to K-Taps. K-Taps sending the ball down to Matthias Maximus, but Corrupt off the crossbar and in. 3rd time's the charm. And Corrupt finally finds the goal he's been searching for. And Digital Threat. And look at that, Matthias Maximus getting completely dunked on. That was in his control. And he still ends up getting dunked. Sad times there for Matthias Maximus. But everyone in the chat, let me know who you a fan of. Do we want Digital Threat or do we want Havoc Orange to get the dub? Here we go, back to Matthias. Matthias over to Corrupt. Corrupt now back to K-Taps. K-Taps putting it off the backboard. It'll be followed up here by Timmy. Timmy over to Matthias. Matthias can't get the ball. It'll be over to Camo. Camo back to K-Taps. K-Taps gets beat up by 2 Freezy. Timmy with the save off the post. Ricochets mid, and Timmy with the save. Matthias has to get the ball. He will get it past 1. And Havoc Orange keep the game tied at 1. Get the game tied at 1 after a brilliant defensive show. Oh my. Look at that, everybody. Now, that is a series if I've ever seen one. And now, that's a show if I've ever seen one. On the defensive end, Havoc Orange keeping this game close, but they've still yet to take a lead. Can Havoc Orange for the first time take a lead, or will Camo get the double off the post? Crossbar. You know, it doesn't go in the back of the net. It's not just, we can't find the back of the net right now. I'm losing my words right now. I don't know how to speak at this moment in time because right now, Digital Threat can't put the ball between the pipes. But here we go. Ball back over to Timmy. Timmy to K-Taps. K-Taps over now to Camo. Camo sending that ball mid. Timmy over the side wall. Bounces the ball off the curve. It'll be now over to K-Taps. K-Taps ends up leaving it for Timmy as he tries to look for a center mid. Havoc Orange looking for a lot of these midfield passes from the backboard. We've not really seen any infield passes, but we've seen passes off the corner, off the backboard, and right now it's just not working. Digital Threat are doing a great job of watching the inner midfield line, but a great demo will maybe allow a goal, but Matthias has to pinch it with the opponents out of the offensive goal box. Corrupt, and leaving it for Timmy. Timmy looking for the pass mid, but again, so many times it looks like Havoc Orange are just pushing it towards the net every single time they get a chance. And you're saying, well, what's wrong with that? They want a goal. Well, that's the only thing to do. It's starting to become readable. And Digital Threat, they've managed to stop the ball every single time. Because, of course, Havoc Orange, they've looked pretty decent on the defensive end of the field. But right now on offense, Digital Threat, even though they did allow one goal, they've been looking solid. They haven't been letting they haven't let any easy opportunities through. Compared to Havoc Orange, where almost every goal against has been a pretty easy save. There we go, though. Ball does get popped up mid. Camo trying to set up a teammate, but no one on his team turns for the ball. Matias sets up K-Taps, looking for the 3-man passing play, but 2 Freezy intercepts that one. Passes it down, but a great dunk. Camo misses the ball, and it's going to be up to 2 Freezy to get the touch. He will touch it out to the corner. Over to Corrupt now. Down to 2 Freezy. 2 Freezy can't get it. Oh, it's going to be a miss. Camo getting beat. Ends up not being able to get the touch he wants, though, and Camo passed the ball mid to Timmy. Timmy ends up messing up his teammate. Dufreezy looking to just loft it mid for a teammate to try and follow. Teammate doesn't come, but off the opponent's touch, here comes Corrupt. Trying to set up Camo. Camo looking for the shot. Would have been high, but here's the follow-up. Matias misses again, and it's up to Timmy to clear the ball to the corner. Ball gets sent out to Matias. Matias gets completely dunked into the back corner. Back over to Corrupt. Corrupt over to K-Taps. K-Taps looking for the follow. Camo had a shot, but it gets saved away by Havoc Orange. Orange are at least saving the shots, but they haven't been able to clear this ball out. Timmy off his own backboard, and Matias and K-Taps pinch the ball out. Wait, is it in? Havoc Orange take the lead off a team pinch. Look at this. Timmy puts it off his own backboard, and K-Taps and Matias pinch it all the way into the offensive goal. Oh my goodness, folks. Now that's how you win a game, but it's not over yet. 8 seconds to go. Havoc Orange with the lead for the first time this series, but can they keep it for 5 more seconds? Ball into the corner. Back out mid. Where's the follow? Camo with the shot! Tied game! 1 second on the clock, and Digital Threat have tied it once more. We are going to overtime unless we see some sort of kickoff goal, but what it's looking like right now, we might be seeing 2 overtimes in a row. And remember, folks, this is the best of 7. This is game 2 of a best of 7. And yet, Digital Threat have brought it to an overtime when it matters most. Here we go, folks. Can Havoc Orange clutch it out? Ball back over to Corrupt. Corrupt passes the ball across, but Camo almost got them dunked on there. And it'll be back over to Corrupt. Corrupt trying to look for a pass mid, but he's on low boost. He does get the flick, but it's just setting up Timmy. Timmy, though, sets up Camo. Camo, not able to find the shot. We'll just put the ball into the offensive end. Dufreezy looking to apply some demo pressure. But Corrupt ends up missing, and Camo ends up getting dunked. It's going to be up to 2 Freezy now to try and avoid getting scored on. Waste some time. 2 Freezy misses. That's going to be a double commit from Digital Threat. K-Taps through the air. K-Taps gets the dunk, and Corrupt will clear the ball out to the middle. But Timmy keeping the offense under pressure. Havoc Orange. This is the best pressure we've seen from them all series long so far. So I know it hasn't been that long of a series, but this is the best instance of their pressure. But finally, 2 Freezy. Here's the ball to the middle. A dunk from Corrupt will keep the ball in the midfield, but K-Taps keeps the pressure on. This pressure, this offensive bout is insane at this moment in time. Ball bounces to the side wall. Here comes Matias Maximus off the crossbar to Timmy, and Timmy can't find a shot. The defender is there, meets him right at the ball. Ball back to K-Taps. Will be sent over to the side wall, over to Timmy. Timmy putting it high onto the backboard to 2 Freezy. 2 Freezy looking for the possession. Looking for the pass out mid to Timmy. Off the corner. Back over now. Gets a dunk there by K-Taps. K-Taps to Timmy, and Timmy can't find the shot. And here comes Camo. Looking to start his offensive bout, but another cutoff from Matias will allow them to stay on offense for a couple more seconds. But now Timmy trying to clear the ball down the field. Get the ball out of their own half. But it's sets up Corrupt. Double commit. Ball mid to 2 Freezy, and that's off target. And Timmy with a great demo will buy some space and time. But Camo with a great dunk trying to set up his teammates. Here comes 2 Freezy. Putting it into the corner. Going to be looking for a pass mid, but he's not able to get the ball around the first defender. Camo misses that one. It's going to be up to Corrupt. Corrupt doesn't get the best touch. Bounces out mid. Matias looking for the pass across to Timmy. Timmy into the corner. Back over now to Camo. Camo gets beat. K-Taps looking for the follow-up. Over to Camo, and Camo will send this one out. 2 minutes into overtime. Still yet to see any great chances. Ball back over to Matias. Looking to try and set up his teammates here. Looking for a bump. Looking for something. Looking for something against the defense of Digital Threat. Ball back over to K-Taps. He will pinch it into the corner. Now looking for possession. Can he get the pass down mid? Havoc Orange have been going for this all series, and another great defensive stop. The interception from Digital Threat happens every single pass. Can we see Havoc Orange do some sort of solo play, some sort of demo play to open up the space, change up what they're doing? Matthias Maximus off the sidewall, pops the ball down to K-Taps. K-Taps looking for the solo, trying to get it around. No, he cannot get it past the last line of defense. And Timmy will send it back into his own half, trying to maintain possession. But an Astral pinch, it's going to be weak, and Timmy will end up getting right there. Timmy ends up missing that ball, leaving it for K-Taps. K-Taps sending it off the backboard, and Camo ends up trying to pass the ball down mid for a quick counterattack, but Timmy gets the ball. Corrupt, can he get it? Leaves it for Camo. Great comms from Digital Threat. Ball back over to Matthias Maximus. Over to Timmy. Timmy ends up getting a touch towards his own side of the field, but it's an acts of the pass to K-Taps, but K-Taps just gives the ball away. Ball back over to 2 Freezy. Gets beat out by Matthias. Matthias now trying to maintain possession. Getting the ball mid. But again, look at this. Every single time Havoc Orange get the ball on offense, they go straight to the corner and go for a pass mid. That time they were able to get a shot off, but Digital Threat once again with the save. Now Matthias, last man back. That was almost a scoring attempt there. Matthias almost the cause for another overtime goal, but this time he gets the touch. Back over to Timmy. Timmy gets dunked. Back over to K-Taps, and he sends it all the way down the field to Timmy. The counterattack here. K-Taps looking for the pass out mid, but again, 2 Freezy there every single time. Matthias now will send the ball over the side wall. Will be taken away by Camo. Camo looking for the follow-up, and K-Taps will pinch the ball down the field. Camo ends up getting dunked, trying to set up a teammate, and Timmy will just pop the ball high, again, giving away that possession. Matthias Maximus not able to get the challenge that he wants, but his teammate comes in with the follow-up. Camo gets demoed when he has possession. Matthias looking for time. Matthias again in the corner. Can he go for another Doomsy dish? No, not able to find the goal. And he double commits with Timmy, though. K-Taps gets beat. That ball's an empty net. Matthias will get a touch. He ends up leaving it for Timmy. I don't know if I like that giveaway possession to Timmy there, but Timmy will end up getting a dunk over 1. Matthias looking for the follow-up, losing the 50 back to K-Taps, looking for the shot. It's easily tapped away by 2 Freezy. Over to Timmy. Off the ceiling. It's on target, and it will get saved once more. Nearing a whole game of overtime here in game number 2. Ball back over to K-Taps. K-Taps looking for the possession. We'll be sending it down the field to Corrupt. Oh, it's over Matthias. That's a miss on the goal line, and a ricochets off, and Timmy will get the save. Another miss on Havoc Orange, but it does not result in a goal. Ball back over to Corrupt. Corrupt looking for possession. Getting the ball around 1. Over to Timmy. Timmy ends up passing it straight to Camo, who's looking to try and get a pass out mid. Leaves it for 2 Freezy, but 2 Freezy finds it a little bit too risky to go for a ball like that. Corrupt. Looking to try and take a solo play down the field here. A little awkward, and 2 Freezy calls the ball off of him. Timmy gets a ceiling pinch, but he goes straight down to Corrupt. There's one person in net here for the moment. It's Matthias Maximus. Matthias, though, gets possession. Leaves it for K-Taps. K-Taps trying to get it around 1. He can't get it past Camo. That's a 50. It's awkward, and a pop-up in the air from K-Taps will set up Matthias Maximus as he puts the ball at the sidewalk. Can he get the double? Will not be able to do so. Now it's up to Timmy. Timmy gets beat. Saved from K-Taps. And again, now we're seeing Digital Threat on the offensive end here for a prolonged amount of time. Matthias Maximus putting the ball at the sidewall. A touch from Corrupt to keep it on offense. A pass to Camo. And it will find its way into the corner. Ball back over to 2 Freezy. Off the backboard to Matthias. Over to K-Taps now. Counter attack and another interception at the moment of the shot. And K-Taps will end up putting the ball into the corner, and Havoc Orange trying to start a counter-offensive now. Now, over to Camo. Camo trying to maintain possession, looking for the shot. Can he solo play it in? It's off the crossbar to Corrupt, and Camo saves his teammate's shot. They cannot buy a goal once again, and this team's tied 2-2, 6 minutes into overtime, and Corrupt cannot do anything. Can he get the ball? Can he score another goal? He scored all the goals so far for Digital Threat, but can he do it again? Timmy over to the side wall. Trying to pass the ball mid to a team. He gets the pass. It's a solo play for K-Taps. Takes it around 1. 50 cents. It's mid. A miss, and Matthias doesn't get the read. And the ball will be sent out to the midfield, but here's the counterattack. 2 Freezy with the shot. Goal! Digital Threat score in the overtime. And look at this. A great 50 from Camo to 2 Freezy. Camo instantly looks for the demo. And K-Taps, look how close he was. And he still couldn't get the goal. And folks, that's only game 2. We still got at least 2 more, but oh my goodness, what a game. What just happened here? Look at the scoreboard, everybody. 900 points for Timmy, 600 for K-Taps, 600 for Matthias, 700 for Camo, 750 for Corrupt, almost 800 for 2 Freezy. And yet we only had a combined 10 demos on both teams over that long of an overtime. If that isn't one of the best series we have ever seen I don't know. I don't know what series y'all have been watching, because that was probably one of the best Havoc matches of all time. But here we go, folks. We're now going to be going on to Sovereign Heights here between these two teams. And Digital Threat are going to be the team on top. Oh my, folks. Now that is a series. That is a series to remember. But at the end of the day, Digital Threat are only up 2 games in the series. They still have to win 2 more. Honestly, I think Havoc Orange has what it takes, but can they regain from losing that close of an overtime? Can they regain? Honestly, I haven't seen it in the past. I don't know if Havoc Orange has what it takes. If the person that we're going to be on the lookout for here, folks, if Havoc Orange are going to come back in this series, is they are going to have to try and win with Matthias. Matthias is the veteran. He's the he's the only person in this lobby that started a long time ago. Matthias came into Havoc Esports season 4. And that was a couple years ago at this point. That's when Matthias came in. And now he's on a top team. He's in top 4 of the Split 2 playoffs. And yet he's losing to a team full of newbies compared to Havoc. The only team player that's played in Havoc before was 2 Freezy back on S2 Orange last season. But right here, it's going to be set up. Ball mid. And again, every single time Havoc Orange get a pass, it's intercepted at the moment of the shot. But Matthias, finally, the man we've been talking about, gets his first goal of the game. They take the lead right off the bat. There's one thing we didn't talk about in between games is normally if you win a big game like that, a big overtime, it can give you momentum, but sometimes it can kind of it uses all your energy on that one game. And then the other team, they may have just lost, but they don't have that same adrenaline rush. They just go in for the win. And right now, Havoc Orange is showing that right here, right now. And they're already up by 2 in game 3 just after losing an almost 7-minute overtime. Still, fantastic match from all these teams, from all the teams today that have played. But right now, that was probably definitely the best game we've seen in a while. Over to Timmy now. Timmy puts it off the backboard, and Camo will send the ball high to Corrupt. Corrupt ends up getting beat. We're sending it over to Camo now. Camo gets beat by Timmy. Timmy over to 2 Freezy. 2 Freezy popping the ball up high. Over to Corrupt. Corrupt gets the beat there, and we back over to Timmy, and Timmy sends the ball down the field. It might be an empty opportunity for K-Taps. Can he put it in? It's off the post, but it bounces in. Honestly, in terms of being a commentator, having a little bit more of a quiet match after an overtime like that, rest my voice, because we all know next game is going to be a doozy. Digital Threat going to be going for 3-game wins, and Matthias Maximus and his team looking to try and tie it up. So, however, this game's still nowhere near over. I mean, we could very well make me lose my voice this game. But, of course, we're going to have to be seeing 3 goals in 4 minutes, which, granted, is a lot of time. I mean, we just saw 3 goals in 1 minute from Havoc Orange, and Digital Threat have won 2 games already. But 3 goals, normally it's more of a mental battle than anything when a team is up by 3 goals. You have to be able to keep your mind in the game. Right now, Digital Threat, they are starting to pick it up on the offensive end. A great demo will open up some space for 2 Freezies looking to try and get a pass attempt mid. Ends up losing the ball, though. And a poor touch from Camo will allow Havoc Orange to try and keep the ball in the offensive end. Camo pops the ball high into the air. Back over to Timmy. Timmy putting it off the backboard. We followed up here by K-Taps. K-Taps looking for a shot. A team bump almost resulted in the goal there from Havoc Orange. But Digital Threat looking for a quick shot here. Can Timmy get back? He will. And a great demo on the goal line. Might open up some space here, but Corrupt finds himself a little bit too far away from the ball. Matthias has told himself that he is not losing another game to this Digital Threat squad. And now it'll be up to Timmy. He clears the ball to the side wall. Back over now to Camo. Camo to Timmy. Timmy now over to Corrupt. Corrupt over to Matthias Maximus. Who we sent down to Timmy. Timmy off the backboard to Corrupt, and Corrupt will clear that ball out to the corner. Ball onto the backboard, followed from Timmy, and Timmy finds the goal. Just under half the game to go, and Havoc Orange are demolishing Digital Threat in Game 3. I think we're really experiencing that phenomenon. Digital Threat put their whole will into winning that overtime, and now that game's about to be non-existent. They're about to just say, oh, well, we're back to only being down by 1 with Havoc Orange. But here we go, folks. This is a series right here. We see 2 overtime wins from Digital Threat, one of them being in an almost 7-minute overtime, and now we're seeing Havoc Orange at the beginning of Game 3 scoring 3 goals, and now they're up 4-0 in Game 3, right after a 7-minute overtime. This is why I love Rocket League here, folks. Just, you never know what's going to happen game to game. But 2Freezy will finally find the back of the net, and with 2 minutes to go, he's given Digital Threat a chance in game number 3 to come back with this goal. And of course, Camo was looking for the demo in the net as well. Didn't look like he got any bumps or anything, but something you learn when you're playing Rocket League. There's something called pressure by presence. You could just be somewhere. If the other team just knows you're there, let's say you're first man, they have to flick the ball over you. Even if you don't jump, they have to flick it over you. If you're looking for a demo, even if you're not going to connect on the demo, they still have to try and avoid you. And that pressure by presence is something that we're seeing here from Digital Threat so well. Granted, at the beginning of the game, it wasn't the best looking thing, but now we're starting to see them pick it up. Just, is it too late for them to try and come back in game number 3? We're starting to see them pick up some pressure here. Camo gonna most likely look for gets a reset, actually, goes for the solo play. Something we haven't really seen from Havoc Orange so far. We haven't really seen any solo plays. A great touch there from K-Taps, though, sets up Matthias, and Matthias puts it in. Havoc Orange, they're a tried and true team. We said over the last 2 games they haven't changed their offensive playstyle, but it looks like they finally added in something different. They're going for more of these redirect passes. If someone's upfield looking for a bump, might as well pass it to them. Look for a redirecting. That's the 2nd time now K-Taps has been upfield, causing mayhem for Havoc Orange, and they managed to get a goal out of it. 2Freezy with the pass out mid. Havoc Orange doing their best Digital Threat defense impression, intercepting it at the moment of contact. So Matthias will pass the ball mid to K-Taps. K-Taps, though, ends up missing. Ball's floating towards the post, looks like there. And 2Freezy will look for a pass out mid, looking for the dunk as well. Gets the dunk. It's not going to be on target, though. It'll be now over to Corrupt. Timmy looking for a clear down the field. With 50 seconds left, we'd have to see 4 goals in under a minute. But Corrupt looking to do that. And now, granted, going in history, Matthias Maximus's team in the past has actually been scored on 4 times. Actually, no, they were scored 5 times in under a minute. And that was back in Season 5, I believe. Havoc Purple were down 4-0. And in the final minute, Havoc Purple came back against Matthias' team, ended up winning. And right there, that's going to be a goal in the back of the net, bringing it back within 3 goals. 26 seconds left. I mean, it's not impossible, but I don't think Matthias Maximus will ever let something like that happen again. At the end of the day, every single kickoff is a new game for some players. They just reset and they go into it. While some people, they kind of think it doesn't matter what just happened, they're always playing the same game. If they're losing, they're picturing themselves as losing the entire game. And right here, that's what Digital Threat seem to be doing. They're going for the win here, even now. But K-Taps with the double tap. What a clip from K-Taps. Camo, he puts it up to the sidewall, but K-Taps puts it off the sidewall with the half volley and gets the double tap on target. Granted, it did hit the ground. Maybe you lose a little style points there. But at the end of the day, Havoc Orange, they're just looking to score goals. And after losing 2 overtimes in a row, they have dominated Digital Threat in this Game 3. Ball back to 2Freezy. He will look for a redirect of his own, doing his best K-Taps impression. It looks like K-Taps is finally awoken here in game number 3. Maybe best of 7s is where Havoc Orange will thrive. We've only seen them in best of 5s all season long so far. So seeing them in a best of 7 might be different because Havoc Orange, they've had to reverse sweep in the past in best of 5s, and normally just haven't been able to do so. But maybe since they know that Digital Threat still have to win 2 more games, maybe that's what's putting themselves in a good mindset to be like, hey, let's reset and let's go. But here we go. That's going to be the end of game number 3. We're not going to be going on to Man Field Night here between these 2 teams, as Matthias Maximus and his squad are going to be looking to try and tie up the series here. And oh my, folks, brilliant set of matches here so far. But will Havoc Orange have what it takes to tie up the series, or will Digital Threat get on match point here in only game 4 in 4 games? But here we go. On to game number 4, Man Field Night. Now, by the way this series is shaping up, I hope we get to go all the way to Champions Field on this one, because this would definitely probably be the best series ever. And remember, there's still 1 more series after this. Whoever wins this has to play the current Split 1 champions and Havoc Season 6 champion in S5 Cosmic. And a special note about Cosmic, that's going to be happening next match. Cosmic just got rank A in Rocket League 6-man. So congratulations to Cosmic, and we'll be seeing him in the grand finals right after this. And of course, he's playing with his old teammate Pixacar. Pixcar in between splits switched from Havoc White to Havoc Gold, breaking up the longtime duo of Pixcar and Panda. Now, everyone's always called Pixcar better than Panda, of course. Panda only being a GC3 peak, and Pixcar now being a B+ player, so it does make sense seeing Pixcar go up and try to team up with a player like S5 Cosmic, trying to win Havoc Season 6 for the first time. The ball will pinch out mid here. 2Freezy ends up missing it. It's bouncing in front of the net, but a team bump will actually create the save necessary for Digital Threat to keep the scoreline at 0-0. Here we go. Both these teams, they know the nerves they're under. Like right here, if whoever wins this series won't have to play one extra weekend to make the champions. Whoever wins this will go straight to the championship. And that's big. But if you lose, you go to that last chance qualifier. And the last chance qualifier, it's a single elimination bracket. Whoever wins the last chance whoever gets top 2 in the last chance qualifier makes it 2 champions. But you're going to have to be playing against 7 other teams that are also fighting to try and make champions at that moment in time. So both these teams do not want to lose, and you can tell that on both sides of the pitch. Both these teams aren't really focusing too much on the win. Of course they're trying to win, but they're more playing to they're kind of both playing to avoid losing. That's why we're seeing so much goal line defense. But you definitely know whoever wins this series is going to be ecstatic. But it would also bring up that point that since both these teams are playing for so much right now, when they play against Havoc Gold, a team that after winning Split 1 was pretty much already guaranteed making champions, you have to wonder, will the team that wins this have enough energy to try and win the Split 2 playoffs? You always have to wonder what that mindset difference is going to be. And right here, we just saw Digital Threat. Digital Threat won a 7-minute overtime for the most part, and then they lose the game 3 after having 2 very close games in a row. And they lost in a complete blast of a game. I mean, Havoc Orange won 6-2. So if Digital Threat end up winning this series, especially if it's a close series, you have to wonder, will they have what it takes to take it to Havoc Gold? And remember, the grand final is a best of 3, best of 5 set. You have to win 2 best of 5s against the other team. But here we go. K-Taps sends that ball down the field. Be looking for a pass off the backboard, trying to set up his teammate Matthias, who keeps the ball in the midfield here. Follow from Timmy. It looks like this time he will beat the defense of the ball. And Digital Threat, the part of their defense that was keeping them in the lead throughout both Game 1 and Game 2, keeping them in the overtime, is what's falling apart here in Games 3 and 4. Again, because Havoc Orange, they've been doing the same offense all series long. They've been getting the ball into the corner, and then they pass the ball mid every single time. And in Games 1 and 2, Digital Threat stopped it every single time. But going into Games 3 and 4, they've just been not able to intercept those balls at the midfield. This time we will see 2Freezy get to the ball and actually receive a counterattack pass. He's looking for the counterattack shot as well, but he ends up getting demoed as he lands. K-Taps looking for the pre-flip off the backboard. His teammate ends up double committing with them there, but K-Taps with a great 50 will keep his team out of harm's way. Matthias, high through the air, over to Corrupt. Corrupt putting it into the corner. We followed up here by Timmy. Timmy passing that ball mid to K-Taps. K-Taps with the shot will end up being off target, but they're still trying to pressure mid. They're still trying to look for those passes. Corrupt, though, will intercept that possession and look to try and start the counterattack. Great 50 over to 2Freezy. 2Freezy with a great demo, but ends up giving away the ball to Timmy in going for that demo. Corrupt with a great interception will be looking to try and get this ball safely out of harm's way. Looking for the pass mid to 2Freezy. 2Freezy has all the time in the world. He's going for the double tap, but a great touch from Timmy will keep the ball out of harm's way, and Havoc Orange still remain in the lead. Matthias Maximus back over to Camo. Camo to Timmy. Timmy popping that ball high and forward to Corrupt. Corrupt over to Timmy, and Timmy will end up getting a touch, but it sets up 2Freezy, who passes the ball mid. Opportunity for Camo, and K-Taps will touch the ball out, and here comes Havoc Orange, but Matthias not able to get the touch he wants. It's going to be up to K-Taps to fit this one out, but ends up working as a passer. Corrupt. Luckily for Havoc Orange, though, Timmy's up to the ball first. K-Taps sending it into the corner, but 2Freezy ends up demoing his teammate. Ball back over to Matthias Maximus. Matthias looking for the pass out mid. A great 50-50, but no one on his team is there. His team realized they don't have to go for anything risky right now. There's only 40 seconds left. They just have to maintain the lead. A great 50 from K-Taps, though, will send the ball into the offensive end. Over to 2Freezy. 2Freezy now to Matthias. Matthias over out to the middle, and Camo sets up K-Taps. K-Taps ends up putting that ball down to his teammate Timmy. They're looking to just try and maintain possession. Even if they have to keep the ball on their own side, they're thinking more to themselves that possession is better than giving away the ball for free and giving the Digital Threat offensive opportunities. We do have to remember, at 1 second left, Digital Threat were able to tie up the game that went to 7-minute overtime. So can K-Taps do it right here? Can they end the game? Timmy, down in the middle. That's going to be a bump from Too Freezy. A momentary Rule 1. It gets broken, but the ball's still in the air. Can Camel keep it up? He passes the ball over to Corrupt. They're looking for a 0-second goal. But right there, the ball will touch the ground, and Havoc Orange have brought it to a tied series, and we're going to Game 5. And look at the stats there, folks. The demos are starting to fall off for both teams. We're still seeing some bumps here and there, but compared to the other games, we've not been seeing a lot of demos. So that's one thing we're going to be on the lookout for as we now go on to Salty Shores Night in Game 5 of the series. Either way, though, folks, this has been a great series. It's been back and forth. Havoc Orange, they lost the first 2 games, both of them being in overtime, and then they win Game 3, 6-2. And then Game 4, they win 1-0 in a shutout. So overall, Havoc Orange, they know what it takes to win, and right now they're showing it. So here we go. Once the players are ready, we'll be getting into game number 5. Remember, folks, this is the best of 7. So you have the first team to 4 wins will move on to the grand final. The grand final is a little bit different format. It's a best of 3, best of 5 set. And what that means is that a team has to win 2 best of 5s against the other team in order to be crowned the champions. But here we go, folks. The players are in the lobby. Let's get started here with game number 5. Ball back out into the possession from Digital Threat right off the kickoff. Over to Matthias Maximus, who ends up getting dunked as he ends up messing up his possession. And it'll now be up to K-Taps, gets the ball out to the midfield here. He has no teammate, though. Will end up having to do it himself, but ends up giving it to the other team either way. Too Freezy tried to set up something there for his team, but Havoc Orange has been pounding on every opportunity they get. If they're near the ball, Havoc Orange jump. And in a way that can be readable, but Digital Threat have yet to find a counter to how Havoc Orange have been challenging the ball in recent games, but it looks like they may have found one here. No! The ball ricochets off the post, and it will be found on the backboard here for Havoc Orange as they look to try and start the counterattack. Look at that. That's the one thing Havoc Orange have been doing really well this game. This series overall is their counterattacks. Every single time they do get possession, they always look to try and put it in a spot where a teammate can follow it. That type of possession is always great for the types of counterattacks they're going for. When it comes to individual possession, they kind of give away the ball sometimes, and oh my goodness, they almost own goal, bounces off their own post. Dufreezy will center that ball mid to Corrupt, and Havoc Orange will get the save. But everybody, that's 6 minutes now since Havoc Orange have been able to score a goal. They were not able to score a single goal in the previous game. And Havoc Orange right now, they're looking to try and win this game. And oh my goodness, that's a pinch. It's a goal. Timmy finds the first goal of the game, and look how he does it. He 50s the ball mid. Too Freezy gets it up to him, and look at that half volley shot. Timmy can see the future here, folks, and he's doing so. And he's showing that he can in a brilliant fashion. Matthias Maximus over to Too Freezy. Too Freezy popping it high onto the backboard. Over to K-Taps. K-Taps misses, and it'll be back over to Camo. Camo to Matthias Maximus. Over to K-Taps now. K-Taps back over to Too Freezy. Too Freezy now into the hands of Corrupt. Corrupt taking his time. Chips it around 1. 50s it with Matthias and keeps the ball on the offensive end. It bounces out mid. Opportunity for Too Freezy. Too Freezy with the double tap puts it in. I guess you could maybe call that a triple tap, but it was off, of course, this bounce here. Too Freezy hitting, instead of going for the immediate shot, which would again saved, he puts it off the backboard again. And finally, after almost 7 minutes of play, Digital Threat finally get back on the board. Camo gets beat out by Timmy. Timmy has a potential empty net here. He will get demoed. He ends up too slow to be able to flick that ball. But Matthias gets the ball around 1. He'll be looking to try and get another goal here on his own, but he's not able to find it. Back to Timmy. Timmy with a great 50 mid, setting up K-Taps. K-Taps looking for the shot, looking for the goal, and Havoc Orange regained the lead. The complete switch around for how these teams have been playing just from games 1 to 2 to 2 to 3, from 3 to 4. Like, the difference in all those games is insane. Game 1 and Game 2, overtime wins for Digital Threat. Game 3, complete obliteration by Havoc Orange. Game 4, a 1-0 win for Havoc Orange. And now in Game 5, a back and forth. This is why we love Rocket League here, folks. I've already said it before, but this is why you gotta love Rocket League. Quick games, quick series. Teams can change what they're doing here from moment to moment. And some people may say that inconsistency, which of course it's inconsistent. These teams are GC3 low SSL level. But even in doing so, they still can put on a spectacular performance here. K-Taps looking for the shot from the midfield line. Ends up giving it away. To Freezy, receiving a pass from his teammate, looking for the counterattack. Will end up just giving it to Timmy. Timmy ends up putting it mid, though. Ball rolls to the back right corner of the net. And Camo will get a goal. What happened here? Looks like Timmy misses the touch. He looks for the 50. And it looks like K-Taps finds himself not on the back post. And it's a free goal for Digital Threat. Of course, it wasn't completely free. Digital Threat still had to place the shot. But compared to anything else Digital Threat have gotten this series, that was essentially an empty net. Ball back to K-Taps. Over to Camo now. Camo over to the sidewall. Back over now to 2 Freezy. 2 Freezy up to Maximus. To Timmy. Timmy looking for the beat here to Camo. Camo trying to maintain possession here. Looks it over Timmy and trying to set up something for his team. But now it'll be up to 2 Freezy to send that ball down the field. K-Taps with a great touch off the backboard will eliminate any opportunity for Digital Threat and will actually set up a counterattack. Ball bounces towards the backboard. A double commit from Digital Threat, but both players still get a decent touch on the ball. And that'll be over to Matthias. He cuts the ball mid, but ends up hitting it right into the defender. Matthias Maximus gets the ball around to Camo. Camo ends up getting beat to the ball, but Corrupt takes the ball off of him, and 2 Freezy sends the ball into the offensive corner. Still yet to see any big opportunities since the last goal of Havoc Orange and Digital Threat. But both these teams are starting to play a little bit more of a middle game. The series is back to being tied. This is essentially the start of a best of 3 here in this game. Both these teams not wanting to let the other go to match point. Digital Threat taking possession here. Greppa's on low boost though, and Timmy wins the 50, but it goes straight to 2 Freezy. Camo taking his time. Going to be looking for a pass back to Corrupt. He succeeds in getting the pass, but Corrupt ends up giving away the ball right to Matthias, who gives it right back to Camo. Camo looking for the shot, and Timmy with a great backboard read will keep this ball out of harm's way. Over to K-Taps now. He pops the ball mid. Ends up getting the dunk, and Camo will pop the ball up high to the backboard. Matthias over to Corrupt now. Corrupt looking for the shot, and Timmy will put the ball to the side. A great demo. Will now open up some time here for Camo, and Camo put the ball towards the net. Back over to 2 Freezy to Corrupt. Corrupt over to K-Taps, and K-Taps not able to get the goal. Back over to Timmy now. Timmy will end up sending that ball down the field. And it looks like, folks, unless we see a goal here at 0 seconds, we will be seeing overtime for the 3rd time, and yes, we will. Overtime in game number 5. Ball over to Camo now. Trying to maintain possession. Flicking the ball high into the air. He gets beat. Now over to 2 Freezy. 2 Freezy now down to K-Taps. Over to Matthias. Matthias over to Corrupt. Corrupt will send the ball back down to 2 Freezy. Ends up getting beat out by Timmy. Timmy to Corrupt. Corrupt over to K-Taps now. K-Taps looking for the pass mid. Leaves it for Matthias, actually. Doesn't even go for the pass. Now be over to Timmy. Timmy, again, looking for one of those half volley shots off the wall. But an overcommit from K-Taps makes him have to rush back, and he ends up missing the ball and rushing back. Matthias gets demoed. Will now be over to K-Taps now on low boost, try and get a 50. He gets the ball mid. Timmy has to get the touch. He will this time. Timmy, though, ends up giving away the ball again. Both these teams, every single time, they get one possessive touch, and then the other team gets the ball for free. Matthias through the air, looking for the air dribble. Can he get the reset? Doesn't get the reset, and Corrupt will easily send the ball out to the middle. A great touch from K-Taps, though. Looking for the solo play, looking to beat the entire team, but he ends up getting dunked on, and Corrupt will end up having to try and get the beat on Timmy, but Timmy, the rock on defense, ends up letting the ball past nobody. K-Taps to Matthias. Matthias with a great dunk, and this time it'll be K-Taps. He had an empty net, but he couldn't find the net. Remember, Havoc Orange have yet to win here in overtime, and Digital Threat are poised to try and take this one. They won a 7-minute overtime. They won a quick overtime, and now they're going to be looking to try and take another one here. Ball to the midfield. Back over now to K-Taps. K-Taps sends the ball down to Timmy. Timmy trying to maintain possession here. Back over now to the backboard, and K-Taps will try to set up his teammate to get a great dunk. And a great dunk is what happens. That's going to be missed on the goal on the defense here. Corrupt having to leave for two for easy. Oh, and now be back over to Timmy. Timmy just keeping it on the offensive end. They do not want to let go of this pressure that they've been maintaining throughout a majority of this overtime. Timmy bringing out the backboard. A great demo from Matthias, but too freezy with a great touch. Will waste just enough time. But Matthias, can he get the beat? He gets the 50. Can he get the follow? Not able to get the double. K-Taps is looking for a demo on the back line. Now it's over to Timmy. Timmy puts the ball into the middle. K-Taps with the dunk. Both players in Havoc Orange looking for an opportunity, and Matthias will keep the ball on the offensive end. A good minute here on the offensive end from Havoc Orange, but K-Taps with a miss, and Timmy will be the one to get the 50 to keep it on the offense. Ball bounces out mid. Can Matthias keep it in? He will keep it in. Can he get the dunk here in Corrupt, though? Corrupt looking for a pass out, and K-Taps with a read. Ball into the corner to K-Taps. K-Taps with the pass mid. No one there on his team. And Matthias now, can he keep it on offense? No, he has to give some space. And Digital Threat are now back on the offensive end here after a minute and a half stuck on their own end. And just as soon as they got there, they're back on their own end. K-Taps. Back over to Matthias. Ends up leaving it, and Kama pops the ball high in the middle for a teammate to follow. Ends up just being an opponent flying for the ball, and Timmy puts it off the sidewall. He leaves it. Matthias has to get the save. He misses, and it's another overtime win for Digital Threat. Timmy there, he ends up putting up the sidewall, which sets up the other team, but Matthias, at least when it came from my perspective, it did look like a little bit of a ghost touch there, but at the end of the day, that has to be a solid touch every time for Havoc Orange. And now Havoc Orange find themselves against match point. Can they bring it to Game 7? Or will Digital Threat take it all on Neo Tokyo? But before we go to the next team, look at those stats there. Timmy with 4 saves, 1 goal, 1 assist, 700 points. He had almost the same amount of points as his teammates combined. And then looking at Digital Threat, look at those demos. That's a good 9 demos in that game. Fantastic off-ball pressure from Digital Threat. They managed to pick it up after last game. And right after they pick up the off-ball pressure, that's when they finally get the dub. We'll now be going over to Neo Tokyo to see if we will go to match point for Havoc Orange as well, or if will this be the final game between these two teams. The one thing I like about Neo Tokyo being the 6th map is Neo Tokyo, it just feels like a bigger map. And with all these players feeling so nervous, it normally gets players to try and maybe take possession a little bit more, because it just feels like a wider map when you're playing, especially when you're under pressure. Here we go. Right off the kickoff, 2 Freeze going to be looking to try and open up the scoreline. Timmy ends up losing the 50 right to Corrupt, and Corrupt will score first. This is not looking good for Havoc Orange, folks. 3 overtime losses. This series could be completely the other way around if they're able to put the ball in the back of the net. But nevertheless, Digital Threat have managed to find the first goal of the game. Can Havoc Orange bring it back? Ball over the sidewall to Timmy. Timmy to K-Taps, and K-Taps looking for the shot. Goes all the way to 2 Freezy, but he's not able to get there. Back over to Matthias, and Matthias will end up hitting that ball to the sidewall. To Timmy. Timmy trying to maintain possession here. We'll go over to K-Taps. K-Taps over to Corrupt. Corrupt will end up not being able to maintain possession. Back over now to Timmy. Timmy now back over the sidewall, and K-Taps will put the ball. That will be a tied game 30 seconds in. Havoc Orange must be nervous, but Digital Threat, they've had the lead in the series every single time. And once again, they're going to be ceding some pressure to give Havoc Orange the game back. Back to the kickoff. 2 Freezy, losing it to Timmy. Timmy over to Corrupt. Corrupt ends up leaving that one. We'll be back over to Matthias. Matthias trying to maintain possession. We'll be back over to Timmy. Timmy, back over now to the corner. And will be taken by Timmy once more. Ends up leaving that ball in the middle. 2 Freezy looking for their counterattack. Is it going to be on targets off the post and out? Corrupt looking for the follow-up, and Matthias with the 50-50. Havoc Orange are starting to give some more space to Digital Threat. Digital Threat are still hitting the crossbar pretty much every single time, but one of these shots are bound to go in at some point if Havoc Orange can't find some way to relieve some of this pressure. A great off-ball demo there by Havoc Orange, but they're not able to keep the possession going, and another counterattack will mount from Digital Threat. Both these teams continuing to look solid. They're looking like both these teams are looking solid. They're looking good. They're looking like one of the best players here. But can they keep it up? Can Digital Threat win the final game? Or will Havoc Orange do what they do in pretty much every important series and take it to the final game? Ball back over to Timmy. Timmy over now to Camo as he tries to maintain possession as he gets the beat around 1. Back over to 2 Freezy. K-Taps now trying to maintain possession here. And Camo send that ball to the side. Matias looking for the possession. Trying to get the ball around 1. Back over to Camo. And Timmy will try and maintain possession here as he sends the ball all the way down the field to Matias. Matias all the way out to Camo now. Camo back to K-Taps, and K-Taps over now. Will try to maintain possession. Gets the dunk over 1. Can he get it past 2 Freezy? He gets the ball past 2 Freezy, but no one on his team is there. A great interception in the midfield, but a missed flip there from 2 Freezy. Setting up Matias. He's looking for the double tap. He gets the 50, but no goal yet for Havoc Orange. We've now reached past the midpoint of game number 6. We're still yet to find a goal. Timmy up the ball over to 2 Freezy. And K-Taps will put the ball to the side. Camo looking for the fallout here to Matias. Will now be over to Timmy. Timmy to Corrupt. Corrupt trying to get the follow-up here from K-Taps. K-Taps can't get the touch that he needs, and Matias will put that ball mid. K-Taps back to Timmy. Timmy with the great 50-50. Keeps it on the offensive end. And now it'll be over to Matias to try and keep this ball mid. He gets the ball mid, but ends up working as a pass for the other team. 2 Freezy pushing forward. Gets the demo. The ball's off target, though. And K-Taps will look for the follow. Camo back to Timmy. Timmy trying to maintain possession here. Gets it around 1. And it'll be taken away to the side wall once again. K-Taps with the follow-up. Back over to Matias. Matias looking for the pass out mid. Off the backboard. Follow-up here from Timmy. And Camo intercepts it at the shot. K-Taps can't pass the ball back. And Corrupt setting up his teammate Camo. Passes the ball mid to 2 Freezy. That was a scoring opportunity, and Digital Threat still can't find the net. K-Taps just sends the ball forward. Timmy looked for the pre-flip to apply some sort of pressure, but ends up not working. And Digital Threat keep the ball on the offensive end. 2 Freezy can't get the pass mid. And Timmy will pass the ball across his own net for Matias to maintain possession. Matias, can he get the ball around? Another dunk on Matias. Matias has been dunked pretty much every single time. There's only one time where he wasn't, and it did result in a goal. But you can't be relying on consistency like that if you are Havoc Orange. A bump on the goal line there from teammates almost allowed Digital Threat to get the goal. Matias, though, sends the ball down the pitch. Corrupt will put it back into the corner. We're seeing possession being taken every single time from Digital Threat now. The ball will be back up the side wall. As I say possession, they end up giving it away. Shot from Timmy. It finds itself in the back of the net. Havoc Orange, with 30 seconds to go, find the lead. Last time they did something like this, though, Havoc Orange threw it away at 1 second, and then they ended up losing that game in a 7-minute OT. Can this time they maintain the lead, or will Digital Threat have what it takes to win it here? Timmy putting it off the backboard to Corrupt. Corrupt trying to maintain possession, pops that ball mid to 2 Freezy, who sends it all the way down the pitch. Corrupt looking for the follow-up, gets a 50, it goes mid. No one on Digital Threat there for a good shot. 2 Freezy gets the ball around. Gonna be looking for a double tap mid here. He ends up missing, and Timmy gets a free ball. A great defensive demo will open up some space here for Havoc Orange. Matias looking for the shot, and it will be Camo. All this ball has to do now is touch the ground at 0 seconds. And we have game 7. Ball goes to the corner. Follow up from Corrupt. Off the side wall. It's still in the air. Corrupt gets intercepted. Matias looking for the goal. The ball touches the ground. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to Champions Field in the semifinals here in Havoc Esports. And look at that, folks. Just as we talked about last game, Digital Threat picked up on the demos, and it gave them the win. This time, Havoc Orange picked up on the demos. Digital Threat fall back on them. And Havoc Orange bring it to game 7. Folks, this is a series to remember. We are going to Champions Field. We've seen ups and downs. We have seen the game going back and forth, back and forth. This whole series has been back and forth. And where else does this series deserve to end but Champions Field. Digital Threat taking their time here to reset themselves. And once we get into Game 7, it's time to see who will be joining Havoc Gold in the Grand Finals. Here we go, everybody. Just take a moment of silence here. Just waiting for this match to start. And here we go. The players have joined the lobby. It's Game 7. Champions Field. Winner goes on to face Havoc Gold. Everybody get up, get loud, cheer up. Cheer for whatever team you want to win. Havoc Orange, Digital Threat in this game. We saw a few Havoc Orange fans earlier, and by goodness, you guys are probably happy they brought it to 7. But can they do it here? Which team will get the win? But that's an empty net. What happened to the Digital Threat defense? Matthias puts it in the back of the net. First goal for Havoc Orange. And that's Game 7. We've seen some series in Game 7 be decided by 1 goal. Will that happen here? Earlier this year, I believe last year, later last year, Gen G beat Team Liquid in the quarterfinals of the Major in Game 7 with a 1-goal lead. And they scored that first goal at the very beginning of the game. Will we see Havoc Orange do something similar here to qualify for the Grand Finals? And therefore, the champions. Ball back over to Timmy. Timmy will setting up Matthias Maximus here. He looking for the possession. Pass the ball mid to K-Taps. We're starting to see these passing plays start. It only took 7 games, but Havoc Orange have started to look for infield passes. Ball back over to Tufreezy. Tufreezy putting it off the side wall here. Back over now, trying to look for the pass mid to Corrupt. Corrupt looking for the shot, a miss. Will allow Havoc Orange some time and space. And Timmy will send the ball down the pitch. Counter attack here. Matthias through the air. Matthias does not want to be the reason his team loses. We'll now be back into the hands of Corrupt. Flicks it high, and Timmy, the rock on defense, this time will get the save. This isn't Game 5 of some random league match. This is the semifinals of the Split 2 playoffs. And Timmy, he's been improving all season, and now we have not seen him miss a single time on defense outside Game 1. Matthias putting it high onto the backboard. Ball up here from Corrupt. Corrupt, not able to get there. Will be taken away now. Over now to Timmy. Timmy trying to maintain possession. We'll be back over now to K-Taps. K-Taps sends the ball over to the side. Over to Tufreezy. Tufreezy pops the ball high into the air. Will now be followed up here by K-Taps. K-Taps over to Camo. Camo trying to take possession here by Matthias Maximus. Matthias putting the ball high into the backboard, and Corrupt to follow it up. That's going to be a miss. What a miss from Havoc Orange. Timmy puts it off the backboard. That could have been the clincher right there. And a missed touch on the defense. K-Taps puts it in the back of the net. 3 minutes to go. And Havoc Orange take the lead by 2. Digital Threat, they had it in their hands. All they had to do was win Game 6. And they could have been over, but they ended up getting scored on with 30 seconds left. And Havoc Orange are continuing to ride that momentum. Ball back to K-Taps. Into the air. Here comes Camo. Camo puts it high onto the backboard. Digital Threat. No one's there for the shot. They end up waiting for the fake. They buy some time. Ball up the backboard. Center mid. Camo shoots. We're back within 1. Still half the game to go. Tufreezy ends up not being able to get there, but Camo is able to find the goal. Back within 1. Still a little bit more than half the game to go, but Havoc Orange still with the lead. Timmy puts it off the side wall. Camo with the follow. Back to K-Taps. K-Taps popping that ball mid to Corrupt. A great demo on the goal line. Will open up some space, but K-Taps with a brilliant redirect sends the ball in the offensive corner, buying some much-needed time. Timmy looking for the pass out mid. Sends it over to Camo. Camo to K-Taps. K-Taps trying to maintain possession here. He'll be back over to Timmy. Timmy with the follow-up back over to Tufreezy, and Tufreezy sends the ball down to the midfield. Matthias trying to intercept that one. Tufreezy looking and searching for those demos. Timmy on the back line will get the save. Matthias extends it into the zone corner. Back over to Camo. Camo sending it off the backboard for Tufreezy. Tufreezy looking for the sidewall redirect, but it ends up being a pass to K-Taps. Corrupt. Last line of defense. Rolls the ball up the sidewall. Can he get the beat on one? No. Timmy with another brilliant dunk off the sidewall. Back over to Camo. Camo mid to Corrupt. Corrupt now putting it off to the corner. Back out mid to K-Taps. K-Taps to 2 Freezy. Over to Timmy. Timmy off the corner. Havoc Orange looking for the shot. They get the shot saved away by Timmy. And now it's going to be over to Camo once more. Trying to maintain possession. Gets the ball over 1. Looking for the double tap, and another great touch by Timmy. Pass out to Matthias, and they get the ball out of harm's way. K-Taps now looking for the possession. Getting the ball into the corner. Looking for the corner read. Setting up 2 Freezy, though, and 2 Freezy will try to send the ball into the offensive half. A great touch mid will end up allowing Timmy to get the ball. 2 Freezy over to Corrupt. Corrupt through the air. Can he solo ways through? Camo's also in the air, setting it up. 2 Freezy. Can he put it on target? He shoots. He scores. Tied game in Game 7, and Havoc Orange have given up a 2-goal lead. Look at that. The 3-man play for a Digital Threat brings them back in the game. They finally all commit. And with a minute to go, Havoc Orange have to face a Digital Threat that have tied the game once again. Timmy, over to the corner. Back over to Corrupt. Corrupt through the air. Looking for the possession. Getting it around to Matthias. Matthias, back over to Camo. And now Camo pinches the ball over 1 to Timmy. Timmy passing that ball mid to K-Taps. K-Taps now. We'll send the ball over here to Camo. Camo, looking for the follow-up. We send the ball over here to K-Taps. K-Taps trying to maintain possession here. Looking for the pass out mid. Timmy with the shot. Ends up not being able to get it on target. It goes high into the corner. Awkward touch there from K-Taps, but he still gets the touch. He gets the ball around not just 1, but 2. Setting up his teammates. A shot from Matthias, and Camo will get the save. No small goal here in 30 seconds this time from Havoc Orange, but Timmy puts the ball at the backboard. Digital Threat are stuck in their own half. They just have to survive a little bit longer to go to overtime. Ball back out to Camo. Pushes the ball forward. He's on 0 boost, and K-Taps keeps it in the offensive end. 5 seconds to go. Havoc Orange looking to win it before overtime. Ball at the backboard. Ball up. It's mid. And ladies and gentlemen, we have overtime in Game 7 of the semifinals. This series just seemed destined to go this far. But every single overtime, 3 overtime wins for Digital Threat. Digital Threat can be looking to win their 4th overtime and win in a row in Game 7 to win this series. Can Havoc Orange win their 1st overtime? Can they win their 1st Game 7? Or will Digital Threat come in and take the dub? 2 Freezy, high onto the backboard. Timmy has to get the touch. He will get that touch. Timmy is never going to miss one of those in an important match. Ball back over now. Over to Timmy. He's looking for the double. It bounces out mid. And 2 Freezy sends the ball to the side wall. But K-Taps will keep the ball on the offensive end. Looking for the double off the ground. He shoots. Demo from Matthias Max, and Havoc Orange win in Game 7. Look at that. Double off the ground. Look at Matthias Maximus. He was the reason why they lost so many overtimes. But in the game that mattered most, Havoc Orange gets the win. What a series! I've never seen a closer series than that in recent Havoc history. We've seen comeback wins. We've seen underdog wins. But these were 2 evenly matched teams that went all the way to Game 7. There's nothing else to say. It was a fantastic match. Both these teams looking like one of the best teams we've ever seen, one of the best matches ever. Now, the real question we have to ask ourselves is, are we ready for the grand finals? That will be coming up here after the break. But after winning a Game 7 OT like that, you have to wonder, will Havoc Orange be able to show up against Havoc Gold? Havoc Gold, they pretty much had a free ride all the way to the grand finals. But Havoc Gold, they won the last one as well. Havoc Orange are going to have a lot of pressure on themselves to have to win 2 best-of-5s against Havoc Gold. Although, I'm sure they would be happy if they win 1 best-of-5 against Havoc Gold. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are a little bit short on time here. So, coming up next, we have the grand finals here between Havoc Orange and Havoc Gold. See you guys in a bit.
Make way for the genie, scream for the dream may come true. Have you ever played with a queen? I can show you what I mean. I can make you feel free. I got you in another league. show you what I mean. I can make you feel free. I got you in the mind. Can you meet me on my level? Oh baby, is your reign over? Can you battle with the devil? Oh baby, is the game over? Have you ever played with a queen?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here to the Havoc Esports main league. I'm your host, HVC Luke, and I'm being joined by a co-commentator for the first time in a long time, for it feels like, Taz. How we doing, bro? Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see. Oh, excuse me. Apparently Taz is muted. Okay, so we'll get that fixed. We'll get that fixed right now here, folks. But overall, like, it's a great thing to be able to experience. Here we go. Taz, say hello.
Howdy, can you hear me loud and clear now?
Yes, there we go.
There we go. Anyway, I was saying I had a great time putting on the B stream tonight for that one match. Unfortunately, the forfeits, but excited to do this match with you, Luke, and hopefully bring the heat as well as see what these teams can really bring in this grand final for us.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see. And remember, folks, this is a best of 3, best of 5 set. And what that means is the team that wants to win the playoffs has to win 2 best of 5s. And so if the team wins, so let's say Havoc Gold win the first best of 5, they still have to play another best of 5 and try to win that to win. But that's what's going to happen here right now here, folks. Without further ado, we've been waiting long enough. Let's get the players here in the lobby. Let's see if they have what it takes. Let's see if Havoc Orange have what it takes to dethrone Havoc Gold. Here we go.
There we have it. Havoc Gold versus Havoc Orange. Somehow 2 Havoc teams making it. Interestingly enough, I got Timmy on the kickoff against Pix. Pix getting the kickoff there. Memento picking it up here. 50 off of the sidewall. Katie ties up for it. Already almost own goal there. Cosmic misses the shot. Timmy gonna leave it on the sidewall there.
Ooh, that's an own goal if I've ever seen one. Pixacar gonna get the first goal of the grand finals right here. And he does it off the back of just missing Timmy and an own goaling Matthias Maximus. Definitely not how Havoc Orange want to open up this series, especially if they want to try to take it to the powerhouse that is Havoc Gold right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Unfortunate start off there for Havoc Orange, but Matt redeemed himself already with that clean save. Trying to take it down the field. Memento now picking it up, looking to already get their second goal on the board. Cosmic in that pressure picks with the pre-flip, and it's not quite on. Matt picking it up now, bringing it down the field, gets the demo, looking for the pass mid, but it's not there.
Cosmic now taking this ball down the field. A great pinch into the corner. We'll rely on Timmy now to try and get this one out. One thing that we were going to want to see from Havoc Orange that was not very clean against Digital Threat is their possessions. If they give away the ball, Havoc Gold will gobble up that possession every single time. They got Cosmic. He was #1 in North America in the month of January, and I believe he's currently sitting in the top 15 in ones. He's currently just got rank A. Pixcar's gotten B+, once through 6-mans, and once through RLCS Open Quals. These are 2 amazing individual players, and they're playing Memento. Memento and Pixcar, they have experience in the past, playing on Havoc White last season and losing only to Cosmic's team in the grand final last season. So a lot of experience here, and Pixcar and Cosmic, 2 amazing individuals that Havoc Orange are going to have to take it to. And of course, this league overall is GC1 through SSL, but once you get to the grand finals, Havoc Orange, they've been putting on a great spectacle. They managed to make it all the way to the grand finals, but now they're going to have to beat the top dogs, individually and as a team. Let's see if they're going to be able to do it.
Exactly. As we come in here, we can see Havoc Gold already putting on 5 to 6 shots on net, but Orange are really putting those saves up. but nothing's really falling through for either team right now. Picks a card. Memento going into the corner now. Picks keeping that possession here. Cosmic with a miss though. K-Top's bringing it down the field, looking for the pass to Timmy. Fakes out one, and they get the pinch in. Timmy getting that goal here. What a good play here with the 2v1 against Picks here. Utilizing your teammates and securing the tide up in game number 1 here.
Back in game 2 of that semifinal, that's actually how Havoc Orange took the lead. They had a team pinch go across the map, and they brought it in. Right there, that's going to be a team pinch. Granted, it was off the back of a great possession and some off-ball pressure. And we're starting to see Havoc Orange really pick it up. And a special note something to take note of here with Havoc Orange, Matthias Maximus is one of the only players in Havoc outside of Cosmic himself to ever beat Pixacar and Memento when they were on the same team. So, and that was back in a tournament. They won a grand final against Pixacar and Memento, and the only difference is, of course, Panda being replaced with Cosmic. Cosmic definitely a lot better than Panda, but a lot of experience here. And Matthias Maximus himself, he's going to be looking to try to be the one player to upset this Havoc Gold squad throughout this entire season. Havoc Gold, they're on a perfect series run right now. They have not lost a single series, and Havoc Orange are going to be looking to try and change that history.
Yeah, and as we continue with this match, you can see Pix really showing up already, putting on that stuff. But we can see Havoc Orange, Timmy, he's already bringing out the star player on his team right now. As we go deep into this 2 minutes, below 2 minutes now, K-Tap's looking to put it mid. Doesn't get that shot, but Timmy here all up now. Pix getting a good clear down. Lots of boost to work with. Gets it out mid. Looks like Havoc Orange are on the back front now as Timmy now taking it down the field, looking for the pinch out mid. Matt faking it out for K-Taps. K-Taps keeping that pressure up. A shot on here, no one there to get it. Matt not quite getting the jump he wanted. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and it all stemmed from K-Taps giving away possession. That touch may not have resulted in a goal against Digital Threat, but against Havoc Gold, one giveaway of possession can lead to a goal. That's how good this Havoc Gold squad is. So Matthias Maximus and his squad, they're going to have to try and attempt to be perfect here if they're going to try and win this series. And it is possible. It's possible for a lower individual team to win, and hopefully we'll get to see that here. I mean, last split, we saw teams like Sloth Dark and Havoc Purple take individual games off Havoc Gold. But right now, with how solid Havoc Orange are playing, I could see them take multiple games. It's just, right now, they're going to have to make sure they don't do anything out of the ordinary. If they give that ball away for free, Havoc Gold will counter every single time. And right here, they're looking for another touch. What a shot! Power slide shot, chip it above the net. That is a Havoc Gold spectacle right there with Cosmic lighting up the scoreboard.
Yeah, K-Top's getting completely caught off guard as Cosmic flies off the freaking wall or ceiling there and lands, just getting that little touch in. What a good recovery as he put that one in the goal. Now Memento putting it into the corner. Cosmic bringing it up the wall now, looking to pass it out mid. Looks like we got a demo on the field, giving Havoc Orange a little bit of time there, but not much developed. K-Top big clear down the field. Another demo. Another 2v1 here. Can they capitalize on for Havoc Orange, but not quite, as Memento keeping it back. Pixar now, just the amount of speed coming from Havoc Gold just allows them to slot another one on the net there.
Yeah, look at that. Memento straight to Cosmic. Cosmic just with just that little bit of speed. That's where you can see the individual skill there from Havoc Gold. They're just slightly faster. And at the end of the day, that's what Havoc Orange have to remember. Havoc Gold's not that much better when it comes to Rocket League. Of course, they are way higher ranked. Cosmic being top one and ones for a little bit in North America. But that's one thing that you have to remember. When it comes to threes, all they have to be is just good enough to get a 50-50. They have to be good enough to get a demo, good enough to shoot the ball on target. And if they can do that a couple of times, they should be able to take series and games off of Havoc Gold. But of course, Havoc Gold, they got that confidence. They know they're the best team in the league. And sometimes that confidence is all it takes to be a winner. But oh my goodness, that's going to be a goal there for K-Taps. They're at 0 seconds. Havoc Orange going to hopefully pick up their momentum going into game 2 of this first best of 5.
Yeah, it just looks like coming to the end of that match, everyone was kind of just committing and going for it, and led to that little bit of goal there. As we could see, we look at the stat line here. Havoc Gold really just putting on 10 shots there to the 4 shots of Orange. They really just utilizing those shots, utilizing their speed and putting multiple goals or shots on the goal and causing that pressure, which kind of just led to Havoc Orange breaking up. Even though they had some defense going, they just could not handle that pressure.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at the demo stats, both teams actually had a lot of demos. Cosmic with 5 demos on his own, Memento and Pix having 3 combined. And then we saw a good 6 demos from the whole team of Havoc Orange. But one thing to take note of with Havoc Orange is Timmy is again on top of the scoreboard right now. Timmy is continuing to be an amazing player for Havoc Orange throughout both of these 2 series on stream. And he's continuing to try and put Havoc Orange at least in the spot where they could potentially take this first game. But here we go. Going into game number 2, Beckwith Park Stormy. Let's see if Havoc Orange can do what they did last series and try to start the comeback win here in the series. They lost 2 games in a row, but ended up winning 2 more after that. They were always able to tie up the series. Let's see if they're going to be able to do that here against the current C-Split 1 reigning champs.
Yeah, and I think as we continue the series, Gold's got to start. Cosmic and Memento are going to have to start stepping up. Pix really put in most of that work on that first game there. And I think if they can really start utilizing more team play, they'll really absolutely run away with it. But then again, Orange, Timmy as well, really standing out that last match. I think it's going to have to try to give some, allow his teammates to do what they do best too, and not exactly run away with that MVP performance he's pulling off right now.
Ball will bounce out mid here to Matthias Maximus. He ends up giving away possession of the Cosmic, but Cosmic, with a rare mistouch, will actually allow Havoc Orange to stay on the offensive end. Memento will touch that ball out to Cosmic, and they start the counterattack down the field, but ends up just being a giveaway possession. Havoc Gold looking a little sloppy here at the beginning of game number 1. A minute gone by, and they've still yet to score a goal. Ooh, that's going to be a double commit, though. Cosmic with an empty net. Just after Havoc Gold was looking so sloppy, one misplay from Havoc Orange results in a goal. And look at this right here. Pixcar just gets a clean beat over a player that probably shouldn't have gotten beat. And Havoc Gold back on top.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough goal there for Orange, but Gold are going to take that any day of the week. As we come here, bump in the air, coming out from Matt. And the Cosmic now getting a big air dribble. Looks like he might have the flip reset, looks for the 50 instead. Pixbar opting for that quick shot on goal, but it's not quite on. And a pass back in Pixcar with the pre-flip. Cosmic with another shot on. Memento followed up, and it's not quite on. And it's going to be reset down the field with Pix taking it now.
Hey, this is a great set of beats there from Pixcar, getting around 2 players in what looked like was going to be only a 50 situation. And now it's going to be over to Cosmic. Ends up giving the ball away, and Havoc Orange stay on the offensive end. Ball bounces out the backboard. Havoc Orange still looking for the same plays. That's the thing. Going against Digital Threat didn't look consistent enough to really maintain their defense throughout all 7 games. But when it comes to Havoc Gold, they are a team that does have the consistency and the ability to stay on defense and make save after save. So if Havoc Orange don't mix up their offense, they will end up losing this game. That will be a chance for Matthias, but it ends up going off the crossbar and out. Havoc Orange, they're looking for more opportunities, but unlike against Digital Threat, none of them really seem to be that threatening on the goals side of the field.
Yeah, and as K-Taps coming off the backboard there, Cosmic, we can see that he's starting to step up a little bit. As we saw previously, he's getting some of those high pitches in there and really taking control, and I'd like to see more of that from him as we continue here. And a shot on, and it looks like Timmy sneaks one past there, right past the defender. A little bit of a sneaky shot for him.
Yeah, Timmy. The man has been stepping up through both of these series. Now, granted, Timmy, he did not get the Game 7 OT win, but it started with him going for a ground double tap. It opened up so much space, made Digital Threat panic, and then K-Taps and Matthias came in with the cleanup afterwards. Like, Timmy has been the main reason for Havoc Orange even being here, and right now, he's the main reason why this game is even tied. Havoc Orange, again, looking solid game after game. And even against a team like Havoc Gold, it honestly looks like they're able to keep up with them. It's just small little things that are maybe giving Gold just that slight favor.
Yeah, and it is pretty even right now, but as the clock's ticking down, Pix with a little bit of save there. Only one defender now. Memento taking it out of the corner. 50 out mid. K-Tap's keeping it up. Timmy looking to pick up. We got everyone on orange in the corner there, kind of just willy-nilly at the moment. Cosmic looking to pinch it down, and it looks like Pix just gets a little or an easy pop into the net there.
Yeah, look at that. Cosmic, he gets a great 50 on K-Taps, and Pix, he's just sitting there. But no one on Havoc Orange had the read. That's also one of those smaller things that you can notice about higher level players compared to players that are a little bit less skilled in them, is their ability to read the game. There are still some high level players that react to the game, and it does kind of put them behind other players. But when you look at Havoc Gold, you have 3 players who don't just react to what's happening. They're reading where that ball's going to go, so they're able to get to that ball slightly faster than the other team. That's something we're noticing here from Havoc Orange, is even though their defenses would look solid the entire series so far, as I say that, Cosmic puts that one in, they're more reacting to what Havoc Gold are doing rather than knowing what they're going to do.
Yeah, Pix with a catch off the wall as the ball came down there, getting it past that last defender. And with an easy finish, bringing this 3-1 lead. Again, we just see all these shots coming from Havoc Gold and nothing coming from Orange. They just don't seem to have that offensive pressure that Gold brings to the table, as Pix almost puts another one in here. Timmy now looking to bring it back down the field map with a high pop, and it looks like it's going to be another free reset here for Havoc Gold.
Here we go. Ball back over to Cosmic. Cosmic sends the ball down the field, and Timmy going to be looking for the quick counterattack. Memento with an easy interception will end up giving the ball over to Cosmic to try and look for a shot. Ends up not being able to find the ball on target, but they will keep the ball on the offensive end here for what looks like the rest of this series, or the rest of this game, excuse me. But an opportunity here for Cosmic. He's not able to find the net, and Havoc Orange might be able to start a counteroffensive. Maybe Havoc Gold overcommitted here a little bit. K-Tap's going to be looking for the pop over here to Matthias. Matthias on the offensive end. But again, every single time Orange are on offense, they go straight to that corner and straight for that pass mid. They're going to have to mix up this offense if they're going to want to take it to Havoc Gold here.
Yeah, as the clock is about to run out, 5 seconds left, 2 goals down, and Pixacar putting another one. Just top bins there. Nothing you can do about that. Defender's out of place, and it looks like Havoc Gold are going to secure this game #1 here. Looking good in this first match.
Yeah, Havoc Gold, they're the kings of consistency, and even though sometimes we see them throw themselves out of the game, they're able to get a win when it matters. They're able to get a win when it matters here most. They will end up own goaling here in that 0 seconds, but this game was over anyway, and Havoc Orange now going to have to try and reverse sweep in this first series. Now, Taz, I do have a question for you here. What do Havoc Orange do? Because, of course, Havoc Orange, they're going to try and go for the win no matter what, but do they put their all in it, right? Like, if they go down, like, 3 goals in the first half of the game, do they try to sweat and bring it back, or do they just go into the next series trying to bring it back and win that next series?
I think they're kind of in the same situation here as that first matchup I did, Sloth Dark and Aura. Sloth Dark had really good team plays, so kind of like Gold here, where they were putting shot after shot on, and Aura just played up in the goal and played that defense, but they didn't have that transitional play, didn't have any offense to attack back with. And I think Havoc Orange are really going to have to bring that to the table. They're going to have to be, hey, we got to be more aggressive. We got to get in their back line. We got to, bump them. I know these guys are fast, but you got to get that off-ball pressure. You got to get them out of their rotations and get those goals to open up for your team.
Yeah, definitely. Something we're going to have to see from Havoc Orange is really applying the off-ball pressure, keeping that possession, and even forming a play style around it. I mean, I have experience playing against some high-level teams when I was at around Havoc Orange's level, playing against some of those rank A level teams and higher. And what we ended up doing is we just essentially forced the other team to 50 us. We forced them to 50. We forced them to give us the ball. We forced them to 50. We looked for those demos, and we were able to start being able to they were able to get like 1 goal ahead. We were able to score like even 2 goals ahead, and at that point all we have to do is keep forcing those 50s, keep looking for those demos, and we were able to win those games, and we eventually won the series against a team that was clearly individually better than us. The question is, will Havoc Orange have what it takes to be able to do that, or will their mental run awry and Havoc Gold win this game 3?
It looks like as of right now, Havoc Orange are not bringing that to the table. Is just a free one right there for Pix. He just puts it in the goal. Not much pressure coming from the defense there. I think Havoc Orange, they they gotta reset that mindset here, as this is gonna be quite a series of events for this last grand final. And Pix getting another one already. He's gonna be looking for his hat trick on off of that one.
There we go. And look at that here. Pixacar. Always, when Pixacar's on, he's probably the best player on the pitch. When he's actually confident, when he's on, like when he's fully focused and playing the game, he can be the best player on the pitch, no matter what lobby he's in. Now, normally the biggest issue with Pixacar is inconsistency, because he will go from one series being the best person on the field to the next series going to only hitting crossbars. That's the only issue with Pixacar when it comes to his consistency. But right now, at least in this first series, Pixacar has been on fire. He's been looking for shots. He's been looking for goals. He's been even looking for passes. And it's allowed Havoc Gold to dominate this first series. And they're up by 2 goals here in what could be the final game of Series 1. And Havoc Orange will have to win 2 best-of-5s in a row if they're going to try and win this tournament.
Yeah, that is definitely something Havoc Orange does not want to look to do, as K-Taps finds that open net there again. But if we look at Pix, in that previous match, he put on a lot of shots. So he is keeping those shots on, not necessarily putting them in, but this match he did show he's bringing that accuracy in this matchup as we go into the 2-1 lead for Havoc Gold. What are they going to do here? Cosmic bringing it off the wall, gets the reset, gets the touch, bumps one, not going to be able to have a finish from his teammate there. Now Gold, or Orange on the offensive, cleared away again by Cosmic. Cosmic getting off the ceiling here.
Ball will get cleared down the field. A double commit from Havoc Gold, but Pixacar still gets a touch, almost gets the double as well. But the ball will end up remaining out of the orange net. Matthias, though, he ends up missing. And there we go. Havoc Gold going to capitalize on a very minuscule mistake by what it looked like from Matthias here. He just let the ball bounce, but then he ended up not getting the read, and Memento will put that one in. And Memento, he's more of a veteran than even Matthias when it comes to the Havoc League. Memento, of course, hasn't been grinding the game or anything like that, but you don't really lose that skill, because when in Rocket League, when you learn a mechanic, when you learn the smart, you don't really forget it. It's built into that subconscious, and we can really see that from Memento when we're seeing him play here. And of course, he's played a little bit since he's retired, or not really tried to go pro or anything like that. He's, of course, just a solid player overall. He's that one player that you never want to give space on the pitch. His playstyle looks even more 1v1 like than Cosmic, and Cosmic is a top 1v1 player. So Mementos, just someone we want to give a little bit of shout out to, just over the last few seasons of Havoc. He's been here for years at this point, and still yet to be able to get that season win under his belt.
Yeah, Memento is definitely a veteran when it comes to the Havoc League, and even so could be said with Pix and Matt and some of these other players, Timmy and K-Taps, of course, being some relatively new people to Havoc. But having someone like that on your team can definitely bring that experience, bring that kind of like, oh, we got this, I've been here, I know how this works. We can secure those wins and take down these upper teams kind of thing, as Cosmic looking to put on a shot here, and Pix almost finishing off, but Timmy gonna get that clear off, and Timmy looking to just rotate out. Pix now down the field with a big pop out. K-Taps now up into the ceiling. Cosmic not getting what he wanted, leaving it for Memento to get 50 out mid, and K-Taps is not there. It looks like it's gonna be neutral.
Cosmic, misses that ball, ends up sending it off the post, and now we'll be over to Matthias. He starts this counterattack, but he ends up giving away the ball there. Timmy will put it off the backboard, though. It's going to be up to Memento. Memento gets beat to the ball, though, and K-Taps will bring it back within 1. We're not over, and it's been this series. It's not been the veteran in Matthias Maximus, the guy who's actually beaten Pixacar in a series before, that's stepping up. It's been Timmy and K-Taps stepping up on the offense, on the defense, keeping this game nice and solid. And of course, we saw last series, it took Matthias until Game 7 to really step up and really be the reason why his team ended up winning. So maybe that's what they're trying to do right now. If they can tie up this game, maybe we can see Matthias be warmed up enough to really try and get the win for a squad here. That's going to be a miss. A shot here from Timmy. Top left corner. Follow-up from K-Taps. That will be a tied game. Havoc Orange looking to at least attempt to start the reverse sweep here against Havoc Gold.
Yeah, K-Taps getting that hat trick here. He is really showing up for his team right now, as they tied that one up. Going into this next kickoff, are they going to continue Timmy and K-Tabs become that power duo, as Matt is not really bringing it to the table this game, but around now is when these teams are really starting to warm up each other. They're going to start having to switch it up in order to secure these games. And now Timmy looking for the wide open net, but picks, he knows that's not on. He just shoots it right back down the field. A little bit of ping pong here as Timmy doesn't get the touch he wanted. K-Taps now all the time in the world. Full boost. What more could you ask for? Nothing he could do there, though. Not showing up with those mechanics in that situation. Cosmic in the corner here. Picks now coming to race down the field. K-Taps off the ceiling now looking for the double. Not quite on. What a shot. Trying to get that one in. That would have been crazy.
Definitely would have been crazy. If that was the game winner, that would have been solidified K-Taps as probably one of the better players in Havoc. Under pressure against the best team in the league, being able to score something like that to win a game would have been insane. But it's not over just yet, and Pixcar going to be looking to try and end it here. 1 second to go.
Too soon.
Oh my, look at that. Pixar, nobody challenged him. And look at that, Timmy. Again, he tried to react. You can't react to a shot like that. You have to read where that ball's going to go. And yet he doesn't read where it's going. And that's going to be, unless we see a 0 second a kickoff goal here. Which, actually, wait. Timmy, off the backboard to Matthias. No!
Oh, so unlucky. Bar down. Hits the ground. That's gonna be a sweep for the first one here.
I wish there was I wish caster cams could be on at like a 0 second moment, because Taz and I, both our hands were on our faces after that 0 second miss. Like, oh my, Matthias, he's gonna be beating himself after that one.
No kidding.
Like, oh my. So sad. So sad for Havoc Orange there. They were so close. K-Tap's going to be also thinking about, hey, what if I scored that? What if I scored that double tap, you know? Like, he had an empty backboard. And I know it's like, you can't really put the blame on K-Taps for missing a double tap, but you can say that was a moment that could have defined I mean, K-Taps already scored 3 goals that game, but that would have been his moment as like the savior of the game. That would have been his moment as a savior of the team right there. But it's going to be Havoc Gold going up 1-0 in series. And now we'll be going back to 0-0 for the start of series number 2.
Yeah, and if we really break down that last game there, we can see that Havoc Orange finally brought those demos to the table, bringing up 6 demos, beating out the 4 of Havoc Gold. And as you can see, that really helped them out to bring that a little bit closer. Now, if they can keep that momentum going into this game and really double down on getting that off-ball pressure here, they're going to really disrupt Havoc Gold.
Yeah, definitely. But we're off to the races once more here. As Havoc Orange, they're at a clean slate. I think that's one thing they have to realize mentality-wise, is that now that Series 1 is over, they should go back to a clean slate. Now, everyone, if you're wondering why we're not going to a break in between games, I asked both these teams beforehand. They said they would rather go just straight from one series to the next series. They just want to keep warm. They want to keep going. And Havoc Orange, they had the moment to win that game. They had a moment to win, and they had a moment to tie the game up at 0 seconds there. So if they're able to reset their mental, realize like, hey, it's a new best of 5, I can definitely see Havoc Orange coming back and trying to win this series. Although, no matter what, it's going to be an uphill battle. But right now, the question is, can Pixar keep his consistency up? And as I say that, he's looking to answer my question pretty much straight off the bat. And Pixar will score the first goal just as he did in the first series.
We all know Pixar probably has the stream open right now because he listens to Luke's questions and he answers them, securing that goal there. As we go into the second kickoff, there's really not much pressure here as Havoc Orange, like, they just need to secure this second best 5. It's a clean slate. They really have nothing to lose going into the second series. But as you see, Gold, they just want to finish it off. Clean sweeps. That's what they're going to be looking for. They're going to be bringing the pressure and wanting to finish it off. They've had a long night. Already played a couple other series off of Havoc League. So they've definitely been putting in a lot of grind lately.
Here comes K-Taps. Ends up getting the beat over one. I'll be back over now to Matthias as he looks for the shot. Looking to try and tie up the game here quickly. Timmy ends up finding himself backwards to that one. Could have been a scoring opportunity there, but now it's going to be Pixar looking for the solo play to open up some space. But ends up falling right onto Timmy's hood as he looks to flick that ball past one. But Cosmic, he's never going to misread a flick. Now he's into the air as well, looking for the shot, the solo play from Cosmic. And it looks like Havoc Orange might have to go back to the drawing board already after game one in the second series.
Yeah, after that first touch, if you're not insta-challenging that off the ceiling, Cosmic, he's going to be there. He knows how to beat people. He's fast, and he attacks. You cannot leave that open as Cosmic into the corner. Now Hardy looking for another one out of the corner, but he had 0 boost, leaving Havoc Orange looking kind of weird on the gold line there. And now picks Des Moines one over there. Matt looking for the shot. Low boost again. It's not looking great here. Havoc Gold looking to take the offensive. K-Taps look for the shot as well, and it's on. He gets the pinch off the ground. It looks like Havoc Gold was just not properly getting the touches, as one did get bumped there by Timmy.
Great demo play, great shot there from K-Taps. K-Taps, the only shot he's missed was that one double tap, and he's making sure he's not going to miss any more. If his teammates can open up some space, he will score. He scored the Game 7 OT winner off a bump from Matthias. He scored right there off the bump from Timmy. And of course, the only time he missed was that double tap where he had open space. So let's see if K-Taps can really redeem himself from that one. Can he bring it back to a tied game in game one? Because if Havoc Orange lose this game right here, I don't know if they're going to be able to come back here, Taz. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think Havoc Orange, with already being not in a great spot here, half the game's already gone by. They're not looking that menacing right now. I think if they're gonna do it, they're gonna have to start creating that momentum, tie it up, and get that 1-goal lead to really get their heads in the game, because it is only a best of 5, so you don't have that best of 7 to really come back in, and they really need to take that into account here. They gotta get it going.
Exactly. Whereas in a game 7, you could kind of throw a game away and be okay. In a best of 5, there's always that pressure that a team can really dominate. But there we go, Timmy stepping up here, tying up the game with 2 minutes to go. Now, I don't believe Havoc Orange have taken a lead at all in either series so far. So if they can score right here, this would be their best opportunity to take a game. And if they can take game 1, this would be their best chance to really stay in this grand final.
Yeah, and that was a really solid play there with a beat out for the pass down to the first man with a shot. Another shot on here by Matt as a demo was on the field. Timmy looking to secure it midfield over to K-Taps. Matt now getting 50'd. Another shot on Timmy, but it's wide. Matt taking it out of the corner now. Really, Havoc Orange starting to put some surprising pressure on here, keeping gold in their half now for 20 plus seconds. It's looking like they might have found it as Timmy finds another goal. It looks like they're finally finding that team pressure against them.
There we go. And who else but Timmy, the man who's been stepping up all tournament long, does it again here. And he does it in game 1 to take Havoc. This is Havoc Orange's first lead of the grand final. And they're doing it here with 1:20 left. Now, they cannot really stop this pressure. If they start turtling up in net, that will be Havoc Gold's opportunity to come back. And we've seen so many 0-second goals from Havoc Gold just because of how much they're able to just keep that pressure going if a team backs off. And look at that already. Cosmic going for almost got 2 demos there. And Pixcar alone 50s 2 players. But this time the ball will get touched out to the side wall. Minute left on the clock. Can Havoc Orange keep this lead? Ball 50s mid, but no one's there to support. Pixar gets 2 to bite. K-Taps misses. Everyone's scrambling. But Memento does get the touch out to the side. Can he keep possession, leaving it for Pixar? Pixar looking for the double. Cosmic misreads it. Memento's last man back. But Cosmic tries to keep some pressure by getting an awkward touch. But now it's off his own backboard. Memento gets a great touch. Here comes Pixar looking for the solo play. Getting the reset, flicks it over one, off the crossbar and in. The solo play from Pixar will tie the game.
Man, that play right there brings me back to some of Pixar's finest shots in this league. There was one where he took it off the back wall and did a across the map, and that right there was just a beautiful play by him, showing that he does show up for some goals here and there, and that was just a Pixar special of a goal.
We've been missing that Pixacar. In Split 1, when he was playing with Panda, when he was playing with Yell, he really wasn't stepping up when it mattered most. When we're so used to Pixacar being able to carry. And oh my goodness, 1 second. K-Tap, speaking of carry, he puts that one in. And with 11 seconds to go, Havoc Orange are in the lead once again. Can they keep it? They weren't able to keep the goal last time. Hopefully they've learned from their mistakes. They have to make sure they don't turtle up. You got to go for the win no matter what time's on the clock.
Yeah, and aside from being the first game up, they also are up on shots with 7 shots to the 4. It's looking like Havoc Orange is Havoc Gold at this point in time with all those shots being put on the goal. And if they really keep putting that up, Havoc Orange, probably secure another game or two and take this series as Orange takes that first game with that 1-goal lead.
There we go. Havoc Orange looking poised to go into the series. The series is not over. That win keeps them in this game here, folks. That win will keep them in this grand final because Havoc Gold, they've already won 1 series. So if Havoc Orange lose in a sweep in the first series just to lose game 1 in the second series, you would have to feel like that the game is over. But look at those demos right there from Havoc Gold. Even with more demos, albeit slightly more demos, they weren't able to get the win. But Havoc Gold, they're normally used to having even twice the amount of them. Cosmic alone had 5 demos in one game. So it's something we are picking up on. Havoc Gold, as the series is going on, they're starting to get a little lazy with those demos, and it's allowed Havoc Orange to win the first game of the series. So now, if Havoc Gold will have to gentleman sweep if they want to try and get the win here.
Yeah, from my previous series, Cosmic was really the one to put those demos on, being a very high ranked threes player. He really knows how to rotate off that ball and go for the demos. So he's been really the man to utilize that in these matches. But K-Taps as well, really utilizing those in this series and the end of last series now. So it's kind of them putting that pressure on to kind of allow goals to open up. Is Matt with a flip reset out of nowhere. This might be his match that he's going to pull all the tricks on him.
There we go. And that's all it took. We have to remember the one time Matthias did win a Havoc tournament against Pixacar's team, he had an SSL in his team. And that SSL was able to carry to win just 1 game. He was able to carry to win 1 game against the undefeated Havoc Way. And then after that, Matthias stepped up and was by far the best player on that team. And maybe with Timmy and K-Tap stepping up in that game 1 to win that game, Matthias might have what it takes now, the confidence to really show that veterancy and try to take this all the way to match point.
Yeah, and going to this match is looking a little scrappy from Gold. It's looking Cosmic getting a weird 50 there as Matt just opting for the shot there. Pix getting the save, and as Pix takes it back, he gets pinched up the wall. Memento looking to take possession here. Bumps coming out from K-Tabs. As I said, he's looking to be that pressure for his team. Timmy 15 out. K-Tabs looking for the shot, but he misses. That's just not looking great as Timmy picks it up here with low boost.
Look at that. Matthias didn't get dunked on a challenge for once. And it looks like Matthias, maybe the nerves are allowing him to be a little bit more jumpy, but it's actually helping him out in this case. Throughout the last two series, he's been getting dunked every single time he's had a possession. So maybe that jumpiness is what's helping him out. But Timmy, in a 1v2, gets the save and keeps his team alive. Ball back over to K-Taps. K-Taps putting the ball over the side wall. Cosmic will pop that ball mid, and Timmy, who else but Timmy, will get the clear out to the midfield. Back over now to Matthias Maximus. He gets the win on the 50, but it goes straight to Pixacar, and it will go into the back of the net. Havoc Orange not able to maintain the lead, but they've managed to get a lead back this series already. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, K-Taps there rushing his rotation, and Timmy just isn't back, and you can't be leaving Timmy out of goal. He's your MVP for the most part. If they were to win this overall grand finals, it's no question that Timmy is the one that's been showing up for his team here. Again, getting the pass mid. As I say that, Matt almost having a nice shot on goal, but it's saved away. K-Taps looking to save this one. Picks. Nope. Timmy again, getting a good clear down the field. Cosmic up to his teammate, picks a car. He's looking for the bar. The shot down was saved away by K-Taps.
Diaz ends up giving the ball straight to Pixacar. It will not be on target this time, but Pixacar gets the double tap. No one on Havoc Orange wanted to touch that ball. They're like, you know what, Pixacar? Have fun. And Pixacar did take that opportunity. Passes it mid to Cosmic, and Cosmic's never going to miss an empty net like that. And that will be Havoc Orange back under Havoc Gold here on the scoreline. As Havoc Gold looking to not lose another game after this one.
Yeah, Pix was pulling out the free play there as the goal was just left wide open. We could have honestly just gone for anything right there. As now we look, shots on goal looking pretty similar, but Pix there to save that one luckily as he drops down off the backboard. Looks like we have an open net there. Pix is looking like he's throwing bumps his teammate. That's unfortunate. They could have had another goal there. Looking like they're having just a little bit too much fun on the field. And hopefully they can kind of bring back their mindset here and not roll this match.
Ball does get passed out to the middle. Pixcar on 0 boost. Will end up taking this ball out to the side. Takes out that one. Gets the ball to a 50, but it'll be back to Timmy. Passes it down to K-Taps. K-Taps sends it across his own net. This time it'll be Memento who ends up passing that ball. A demo tap, but that's an empty net. Can Matias turned it towards? No, it's going to be a little bit too fast of a ball. But K-Taps looking for the pass out mid, and no one can follow it up.
Pix already looking like he's the one showing up right now, even though he's had a little bit of an interesting first couple minutes here. As the clock's ticking down, 1:30. Havoc Gold up still. Havoc Orange need to slow them down as they don't want to be going negative into this next game. And overall, the series is not looking in their favor, as if they lose this best of 5, they're going to be out and they're losing. They've got to bring it back here.
Ball does get pinched into the corner. Pixcar Memento double commit opportunity here for K-Taps. K-Taps not able to find the ball past the opponents. Now we back over to Matias. Matias over to the middle. Back over now. Into the corner. Back over now over to Pixcar trying to maintain possession. He sends it down the field to Cosmic. Cosmic back over now to Matias Maximus. Matias trying to take possession. Look for the pinch. Ends up getting the ball out mid to Memento. Memento back to Timmy. Timmy trying to maintain possession. End up sending that ball all the way down the pitch. K-Tap's trying to maintain possession now. Looking the ball. Puts the ball over to Memento. Memento ends up leaving it for Cosmic to just continue the possession. Cosmic, what a brilliant set time of possession there. He ended up taking the ball from one corner to the other corner, all the way into the midfield, and it results in a Pixacar goal. Havoc Gold take the 2-goal lead, and Havoc Orange, they must have had some fun being in the series lead for a little bit, but it's back to a tied series here, unless they can score 2 goals in 23 seconds.
Yeah, it seems like they came out really strong and just put all that energy into that first game there. Now they're kind of dwindling out. And Luke, what do you think is going to have to happen here if Havoc Orange wants to come back and win this series and force that third best of 5? Are they going to have to really rethink their process here?
I think it's more confidence thing. They have to simplify their game. They have to be confident in the simple things. They have to force those 50s. They have to keep looking for those demos. But they do bring it back within 1 with 17 seconds left. Honestly, if Havoc Orange can tie it up right here, I mean, Pixcar's not going to let it happen. I was a little hopeful there, but Pixcar going to shut my hope up in a door and never let me see it again. And right there, it's going to be Havoc Orange now. It's going to be a tied series, and it's a tied series. They have to remember that. They have to remember that's only a tied series. They can still win this series and bring it to that third one. And but being able to focus on something that's like, if you lose, no matter what, you get that anti-dopamine hit. Sort of. Whenever you lose a game, whenever you get scored on, it's really hard to focus on the game in front of you. But if they can do it, I do believe they have what it takes to win in Game 3. They're tired, they're fatigued, they played a little bit more games today than Havoc Gold. But question is, will they be able to keep their mental in check and get the dub?
Yeah, and Orange has got to really realize that they're playing against players that are just individually better than them. So they got to realize they got to take that team aspect and try to counter some of them and not take those individual plays and get beat to the ball, as it's just not going to work out in their favor. They really got to consider that going into this now best of 3 matchup here to really, they gotta figure it out.
Definitely. They definitely do have to figure it out. Now, I do think they have what it takes. If you can take one game, you can take another game. That's something that everyone has to keep in mind. Doesn't matter what team you're playing against. If you take one game, you have what it takes to take more than just that one game. But normally, after you take one game, people use all the energy on that one game, and kind of that mindset that you need to win kind of goes. Use all that adrenaline rush to win in that first game that you took. But now they have to try and win a second one. They have to kind of reinvigorate themselves to get that energy back up if they're going to try and win. Now, K-Taps does pop that ball mid, and Pixcar will touch it out to the side, but that was a close opportunity to Havoc Orange being able to score first. But if Havoc Orange are going to want to win this series, I do think they have to win this game. If they don't win this game, then I don't see them really taking it to a game 5. So if they can win this game, they can at least score first and win. I do believe they have what it takes to take it to Series 3, but they have to win this one.
Yeah, and if we look at that previous match, no one else besides Cosmic had 9 demos.
Ooh.
So if you want one player off of Havoc Gold, you need to eliminate Cosmic. Cosmic is really putting this pressure on.
Yeah.
As we see Timmy securing that first goal there.
Yeah, that's something you have to keep in mind about those demos. I mean, Garrett G, he's kind of not very good at avoiding demos nowadays, but he did say something back in DreamHack Montreal when Peeps ended up making that grand final. He said, how do you deal with the demo meta? You avoid the demos. At the end of the day, that's all you got to do. You have to avoid the demos while doing your best to try and stay in position. And that's something that we have to see here from Havoc Orange, because if Cosmic going for all these demos, you have to be able to avoid them and staying in possession. And normally, the best way for a lower ranked team to avoid demos is to try and go as fast as possible. And it kind of is not very intuitive, because we've already said before that in order for Havoc Orange to win, they have to be focusing on those possessions, making sure they force the 50-50s. When you 50 the ball, you make the other team the same skill level as you. But in order to do that and win a game while the other team's going for a lot of demos, you kind of have to be able to go super fast as well. And that's something that these players might not be very experienced with, by being extremely fast the entire game, but once they have the ball, that's when you slow it down. It's very counterintuitive, but maybe Havoc Orange have what it takes to maybe win this game.
Exactly what I was doing. You're kind of fighting yourself there as you try to play 2 completely opposite kind of styles there, where you have to avoid that pressure, but then you also have to try to take that possession. And that can be very hard for a player to go from those fast speeds to slow speeds here. As Cosmic almost sneaking one there off the corner here. It looks like Havoc Orange is really low on boost here. Timmy picking up that corner though. Cosmic just going to run it back. It looks like they're just kind of running the clock right now, trying to look for those openings on Havoc Gold. They're just kind of playing with the ball. Almost on here. Is that in? And no. Cosmic can't get the finish there from that pass from Pix. Looks like we got a reset as K-Taps over to Timmy.
Oh!
And Timmy gets the double tap touch. What a good finish there.
And that's a 2-goal lead. This is what Havoc Orange needed. They scored first, and now they're looking to try and take the series. If Havoc Orange can get on match point first, that's their opportunity to take this to a 3rd series. And if this goes to a 3rd series, that's normally when we see Pixar at his weakest. Once he's in that grand final, when the team's has a chance to lose, it gets to that point where you never really know how Havoc Gold are going to perform, especially with Pixar. He's the most inconsistent player in the Havoc League. He's the only player outside of Panda to lose 2 best-of-7 reverse sweeps. So if they end up getting reverse swept in a best-of-3 set, I mean, that would only solidify him as probably one of the worst grand finalists to ever see.
Yeah, no kidding. And I think I got the strategy now. I think Orange, they just give it to Timmy. That's my opinion. They just get it to Timmy. Timmy, he's gonna put it in. He's just been here the whole night here. And as we see, Timmy almost get another shot. They're looking for the double tap. K-Taps, low boost. Gets the 50s though. Really great work there. Blocking that ball. Good pressure and good 50s going on the field right now, but it's not looking great. Ooh, Cosmic going for just a touch off the wall. Kind of expected a pancake or something there, but maybe you're just looking to keep the pressure on.
And right now, it looks like Havoc Orange are actually taking our advice. They're taking possessions, and honestly, they're forcing those 50-50s. I mean, right here, K-Taps does get dusted to a ball, but it ends up going straight back to Matthias. We're starting to see Havoc Orange pick up on the confidence, and it's actually allowing them to go toe-to-toe here with Havoc Gold. Havoc Gold are still, of course, no matter what, they're going to be threatening if they have the ball. But we're seeing Havoc Orange are doing just enough to keep themselves in this 2-goal lead. And even if Havoc Gold score here in the final 30 seconds, Havoc Orange should still be able to close out this game. Now, we see somebody in chat saying there's no way a GC3 team can win like this. I mean, it can happen. Havoc Orange are a very good team. They have a lot of practice with each other, and they're executing the fundamentals perfectly. Now, Havoc Gold, of course, aren't playing at their peak, but even then, you would still expect them to win, of course. But even though they're not playing at their peak and you expect them to win, Havoc Orange are winning this game. Havoc Gold aren't throwing. Havoc Orange are deserving this win in game number 3, and that's what we're seeing here from Havoc Orange. But that's going to be a miss, and Havoc Orange, hopefully they don't throw it away here in the final 13 seconds.
Yeah, picks just one little flick over K-Taps. K-Taps not expecting that insta flick there, and then finishes off by picks. You don't really expect that. As last man, sometimes you're like, oh, I got time, and before you know it, it's just in your face. You just gotta always be facing forward, ready, and have those hands on your controller, ready to get that flip. It's Timmy. What a shot! Shoots it right at him, and it still goes in.
And there we go. Everybody, Havoc Orange in Series 2 are on match point. Unless we see like the biggest bot pinch in the world, we're going to match point here for Havoc Orange. The last time this happened, though, against Pixacar, in Split 1, Havoc Orange actually took Havoc White to Game 5, and they actually got to match point first, but Games 4 and 5, Havoc White annihilated. Has Havoc Orange learned enough about as a team and as individuals to not at least get dominated here in Game 4? Because they don't necessarily have to win Game 4 to win the series, but they have to make sure that they don't think the series is already won. They still have to win one more game, and hopefully they're going to be able to do that. But Taz, what do you think Team Havoc Orange has to keep doing to win this next game?
You just gotta keep avoiding those demos. Again, Cosmic just showing up with the demos. You gotta avoid those. You can't be letting that happen. You gotta, again, keep that possession and keep them off the ball. Because you give Pix or Cosmic the ball in the air, they're gonna get it past at least one. Like, there's no question about it. They're gonna air dribble, they're gonna flip reset, they're gonna 50 you, and it's gonna go in their favor. So you gotta keep that ball in your possession and really keep that, keep it away from them.
Definitely. And just a special note, Cosmic had 6 demos in that game, and Havoc Orange still won. Like, granted, it's not as much as, say, as demos as we've seen from Cosmic in the past. I mean, it's still a lot. That's one off of an Exterminator. But still, again, Havoc Orange managing to get the dub here when it matters most. And now they're going to be trying to push to maybe take the series.
Yeah, as we did in this match, Cosmic out of the corner here. Timmy popping out mid, out to Matt. Matt with a lot of boost. He's got the pressure. He's got it. Oh, can he get over Pix? No, Pix with the beautiful challenge there. Gets the 50 out. Back over to K-Tap, so they're keeping the pressure up. Matt, Timmy helping him out, but they do double commit. Memento now. Full boost. Takes it off the ceiling. Looking for the shot. No, Timmy's going to clear it out down to K-Taps. Who's going to look for that first initial play in this match?
Matthias ends up getting dunked by Memento. Sent into the midfield here. K-Taps looking for a shot. Pixcar should have a save here. Looked a little awkward there, but Pixcar, of course, will get the touch. And Pixcar sending the ball all the way down the pitch to Matthias. Matthias now gets the ball around Pixcar, looking for the possession. Matthias looking for the beat. Ends up putting the ball at the backboard here, and S5 Cosmic trying to maintain possession. Timmy beats over Pixcar. Memento has to get the save. Back over to K-Taps. It's on target, and who else but Cosmic to save that ball away. Ball back out into the midfield here for Memento. Memento on 0 boost gives it straight to Timmy. Timmy, hat trick in the previous game. Can he get another one? Ball back over to Matthias. Matthias back to K-Taps. K-Taps fakes out that one. It's back only by Memento, and that will be a goal. Havoc Orange score first in game 4.
I think I even got fooled there. I thought there was going to be a pass in the corner to Matt, but K-Taps, he just does it all himself there. Looking to kind of just take it in the corner, get that self pass, and put it in. Just Honestly, a really good play there, kind of blowing the minds of Havoc Gold there.
Yeah, definitely, and it's something, and that's what we talked about against Digital Threat. Havoc Orange mixing up their offense, and they haven't been doing it until right now. We've been seeing pretty much just those midfield passes off the corner. But that was the first time we've seen them. Oh, Pixcar will tie up the game right there. But that last goal was the first time we really saw Havoc Orange mix up their offense, and it looked like, I mean, we all thought K-Tap was going to go for a pass mid there, but he ends up going for it straight for the shot. So we're seeing them still stick to what's familiar, but mixing it up just a little bit. So Havoc Orange don't have the so Havoc Gold don't have the perfect read on them every single time when they're on the offensive end.
Yeah, and it seems like this is one of those games that picks might be on. It seems like it's almost just like every other game when you look at it as K-Taps. He just has those placements on his shots. Like, he just goes up for that aerial, and it's going to be in with literally all three defenders in the net, and he still puts an amazing shot.
A shot past 3 players in 1 net. That's very G2-esque. G2's playstyle kind of relies on them being able to score goals, even if there's 3 people in a net. Now, granted, they're amazing passes when you watch G2 play, but it requires that perfect shot. And right now, we're starting to see Havoc Orange hit perfect shots. This is the first time we've really seen that. We've seen Havoc Orange all season long hit the ball off of crossbar after crossbar, and that time Havoc Gold ends up getting stopped by the Havoc Orange crossbar. It looks like Havoc Orange's luck has shifted. They're not putting the ball off the crossbar unless it's their own crossbar, and they're maintaining the lead as they're looking to try and take the second series.
Yeah, that was quite some interesting events right there. But now Pix getting off the thing and fakes it out. Again, that whole thing kind of stemmed on those first saves with just they don't challenge them in the air there. And again, Pix just doesn't get challenged early and just gets a free shot to roll it in, basically.
Yeah, now I do like that Havoc Orange have not gotten blown out in Game 4, so we can tell Havoc Gold are definitely trying, and Havoc Orange are keeping it close. And this entire both series so far, they've been close games. It's just before this, Havoc Gold were just winning those games, but right now it's a back and forth game between Havoc Orange and Havoc Gold. Havoc Gold haven't taken a lead here in a little while at this point, and Timmy will again get a save. Havoc Orange are relying on these last second saves, and right now it's working. And right now, in their eyes, they just have to win this game, and the series is over. They go on to the next one, but oh my goodness. That's a top 1v1 player move right there. Memento sets it up, but Matthias gives away the ball, and that's all it takes. One giveaway leads to one cosmic flick and a cosmic goal.
I like the sound of that, a cosmic flick. That should be a thing. Anyway, Cosmic, you know, he's that guy. He's gonna use that, utilize the space there, and put it where you can't get it. It's a big clear comes down the field here. Timmy forcing on the backboard. It looks like a quick follow up, and Matt gets blocked away. That was a good look at a goal there, but didn't quite get secured. K-Tap Sal having to back off a little bit, but gets the touch downfield. Picks backwards, clear out of the corner. No one there for the midfield pass. Big clear. This could be bad. Pix does get the read, but does not put it on. Another clear down the field, and it's looking like not much team pressure coming out here.
Pixar will take possession in round 1. Still have a goal with a 1-goal lead. They're looking to try and take it to 5. Ball back to Memento, to Pixar. Pixar down to Memento. It's going to be off target, and Matthias will be looking to start the counter offensive. Matthias doesn't get dunked, but he also doesn't touch the ball. But he will get around Cosmic this time. And Memento looking to try and take possession. He gets dunked into the corner as well. Cosmic sends the ball out to the midfield line, and K-Taps will look for a pinch across. I was going to say pass, but he ends up pinching it across. And now it'll be over to Timmy. Timmy, the hero of this series by what it looks like, is not able to take possession on that one. And now here comes Cosmic through the air. Pixar on the backboard. Everyone on Havoc Orange are up, and here comes Memento looking for the shot. That will be a goal. And Havoc Gold, it looks like they will be taking this series to Game 5.
Yeah, again, no one challenging that, forcing literally all of them in the back of the goal, going for that one ball, and then it's just off the backboard, and that's just a free shot. They've really got to, at least when that ball is dangerous like that, they got to have someone up challenging Cosmic and Pix in the air. It's just going to happen. And Timmy looking for the shot now in the 1v1 against Pix. But it's looking like this match is over, and we're going to have a Game 5. And Luke, who do you think going into this next match is really gonna bring the heat, as it could be the last game of the series.
I will say the only team that has experience in a Game 7, Game 5S situation today is Havoc Orange. Havoc Orange won in a Game 7 OT. So if there's any team that has the experience to win this game, it is Havoc Orange. However, Havoc Gold, they have the individual skill. So the real question is, will Havoc Gold play up to the way we know they can play? Will Havoc Gold play their game, or will they leave just enough room for Havoc Orange and that experience to get the win? I mean, it's a big question. I mean, we don't really have all the information here, because Havoc Gold, we've yet to see them in a Game 5 situation. The only thing we have is picks in Grand Finals tends to lose important games. That's the only information we have. It's just now he has Cosmic on his team, who's the exact opposite of picks. He wins the important game. So I don't know. It's a big question.
Yeah, I think if you just give picks those situations where you can really shine and not have the downfall of being like third man and having to get that save, I think if you can really be that upfront man and go for those shots and such and have Cosmic really back him up, that's where he's going to shine the most and be the most consistent. And that's kind of what we've been seeing from Cosmic and Pix, kind of just playing those aerials. As we looked at the stat line there, and Cosmic just has almost double the amount of ball touches. So he really just buys that time and takes those big air dribbles, as K-Tap's looking to backflip that into the goal. And it's looking like maybe goal, we're going to get a shot here, but no, Timmy back to K-Taps. K-Taps with some boost to work with. Go for the reset, but Memento looking to clear it away. Havoc Orange now on the defensive here.
Should be an empty net there for Havoc Gold's caliber, but now the miss there. It's going to be a 1v1 versus Memento. And Memento doesn't get the best of touches, but he does just enough to allow Cosmic to come in to support. Now, just by the first minute here in the game, it does look like Havoc Orange have forgotten how to air roll. Now, it does not necessarily mean they can't use their mechanics at the moment, but it does show how nervous they are. Some players, they practice the game to where they only air roll if they're comfortable. And right now we're seeing Havoc Orange maybe not as comfortable as they normally are, but maybe the lack of air roll, the simplicity of the game might allow them just enough confidence to maybe win. But after a triple commit like that, they're going to have to try and compose themselves very soon.
I can definitely agree with that, as I've definitely played under some pressure and the hands get a little sweaty, and at that point, I don't think the arrow is going to happen. So opting to just play those basic mechanics and play solid is really all you can do when you're under this much pressure. That pressure to try to force yourself to get back in a reset of that best of 5 and really go for it. But Cosmic here with the freaking triple tap off the backboard. What can you even do about that but put a hand up maybe?
Yeah, and K-Taps tried to put a hand up, just wasn't enough. And Cosmic, and there we go. That's another difference you can see in players with that much experience, especially someone like Cosmic. He's made day 2 in RLCS, beating a rank X level team. He's done so much in this game. He's gotten rank A and played solid in his rank A promotion match as well. And that's somebody like his mechanics aren't going to fall off due to nerfs. Or at least something like this. Of course, Split 2, you're not really playing for money at the moment. You are just playing to be the best tournament and play the best team in the tournament. And Havoc Gold, they've already proven themselves to be the best before. Whereas Havoc Orange, they have all the nerves in the world. No one has beaten Havoc Gold this entire season. Although, special note, Havoc Orange are the only team this entire season to take more than one game off of Havoc Gold in the series. So, honestly, that's a feat in itself, but they're going to be wanting to go all the way. They want to be the first team to take a series off of Havoc Gold right now, and that's going to be a great shot there from Timmy. Memento gets a save, and it looks like everybody on Havoc Gold is back. A fake under, and Pixacar will save out Cosmic there. But Timmy with the shot. Cosmic's awkward, and Havoc Orange have tied the game with halfway to go.
You hear it. You just see Timmy, and he's going to put it in. And as you see, K-Tops just sauces it up. Cosmic kind of with the pre-jump kind of save there, but we know Timmy. Timmy's not going to miss those. He takes those good shots, solid shots. They're not going to be absolute shredders or blast into the back of the net, but they're going to go into the net, and that's what really matters here for Havoc Orange. With half a game left, they're going to have to really hold out this tie maybe, and really force like a last second goal to be secured by Cosmic. just drives one in the net as a demo on the field happens there.
Look at those. Timmy actually got a demo, but the Cosmic's demo ended up being the more useful demo in that situation, and he's able to get a goal out of it as well. And that was probably a good comm from one of his teammates as well, just for him to know that net was completely open. Because Cosmic, he did jump initially, but then he realized he had a lot more time. So here we go, Havoc Gold with the lead in Game 5. But if Havoc Orange can come back and win this game, I would say this is an even better series than them winning that Game 7. But here we go, back to Timmy. Timmy passes that ball out mid. We're taken away here by K-Taps. K-Taps with a shot, saved away. We're taken away here by Matthias Maximus. He puts that ball over the side wall, and Timmy will try and maintain possession. Timmy succeeds in getting the ball, passes over to Matthias, but Cosmic with a great dunk will keep the ball on the offensive end, and we'll even get a dunk on K-Taps as well. And we'll even pass the ball out mid afterwards. Cosmic can't be stopped, but almost a team pinch there. Makes Havoc Orange almost tie the game. But Pixcar with the great dunk. Cosmic, can he get the double? It's on target! Cosmic, he is not losing his first series this season. He wants to be the only team outside main team back in Season 2 to not lose a single series all season. And right now, he's going for that win.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. His gold kind of twirled up for a second, but Orange thought they had something going there, and they all kind of tacked really hard and overcommitted that, and that just allowed that free double tap to kind of open up there for Havoc Gold, which is not great for them. They got to realize they still got to have that back man that's playing, or you're just going to have goals opening up left and right. And Havoc Gold just really looking solid now. They're keeping pressure, but Matt looking for a shot here, but again, they're just way too far up for Havoc Orange right now. They got to leave at least one person staggered back here.
Yeah, definitely. Right now they're down by 2 goals. They just got to go for it, I think, at this point. Oh, ball mid. Opportunity for Timmy. It's off the crossbar. Back to Matthias. He shoots. That's a save by Cosmic. And with that, I don't know if Havoc Orange can come back in this. Let's see if they can get one more offensive opportunity. But they got to score right now if they want any opportunity to try and win this Game 5.
This seems like they're crumbling under this pressure here. There's definitely some opportunities, but they just don't have the people there at the right time and bumping each other here. It's just not looking great. 9 seconds left. They're really just going to have to put all they can here, and they almost get one here, but that looking like that's going to be the end of this grand finals here.
Oh, GG's there from Havoc Orange. I think Havoc Orange should say, they're the first team to take 2 games off of Havoc Gold, and they bring it back within 1. The final game was only a 1-goal game at the end of it, but honestly, that was GG's. That was a great series, a great set of events. And Havoc Gold, they end up winning the grand finals once again. They're your back-to-back split champions, and now in a few weeks they'll be playing for the Season 7 entirety championship. So overall, there's a lot on Havoc Gold's belt, and Pixar, he's on Havoc Gold. He's been on a team that was on the run for the perfect season, and yet ended up throwing it away. At least when main team lost their perfect runs, because they just didn't show up to the Split 2 playoffs. But when it came to Pixar, he lost in the grand finals in a reverse sweep in a best-of-7. Now he's playing on Cosmic's team. Will Cosmic be enough to help Pixar obtain his first championship test?
I think it could be possible. Like, if we look at the numbers here, like Cosmic, he put up like over 30 demos throughout that whole entire series there. That last game, he dropped 1,000 points, having 7 saves. Like, Cosmic is just really enabling Memento and Pix to really do their thing, and he kind of just backs them up and even puts in goals himself. Like, he's just all around the kind of glue that's given them cohesion as a team, and I think they have a shot this season to go all the way.
I definitely think that as well. And with Memento now on the team, that means at least 2/3 of that Team White squad are now back in an opportunity to try and win a Havoc season. Of course, Panda, he's going to be a little sad that he's not on this team, but who knows? At the end of the day, Panda's now teaming with Benji and Yell. And Benji is a 4-time Havoc champion. He's won the last 4 seasons of Havoc Esports with 3 different teams. He was a back-to-back winner with Furlash and Wolfie. Furlash, of course, now being an APAC RLCS pro. And then after that, he ended up winning with Wolfie and Minnie, again, making Wolfie a 3-time champion technically. And then in Season 6, last season, he ended up playing with Cosmic and Avdiel, beating that Team White squad with Pixacar and Panda. But now he's on Panda's team, and Benji so far has been Pixacar's kryptonite. But will Cosmic be enough to try and make Pixacar get past that point? But thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was it for the most part. I think that was it for the entirety of tonight. Next week, we'll be having a doubleheader for the Academy League. We'll be having what was going to be weeks 6 and 7. All in one day next Friday. There's no main league next week. But tomorrow we will be having a fun stream, I believe, right around 8 p.m. EST, I believe. Someone's going to have to fact check me, but that will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST. We'll be playing some fun games and have a good time. And if you guys are in the chat and you can join in on us, we're also going to be allowing people who are either subbed in our Twitch chat or just first come, first serve to participate us, maybe, if you have the game Who's Your Daddy. We'll be playing that tomorrow. And on Monday, we'll be doing another free coaching stream with myself and another one of our Havoc Havoc coaches as well. That should be a fun series. But Taz, before we end off tonight, you want to say any closing thoughts?
Not really. Just thank you to everyone showing up to the stream tonight. And our first kind of, is that our first kind of best of 3, best of 5, I guess, aside from our last playoffs. But I think it's a good format, and I really liked how that played out. You know, it really gives you that, like, you know, there's not a whole lot of games, but you definitely have to have that stamina. And I think that was a good stream, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow for the fun stream and such. But it was fun casting.
Yeah, definitely. And everyone, make sure to follow us on our social media, !socials. Follow us on all our social media. And if you do want to watch this will be posted on YouTube. The VOD will also be published as well. But if you guys do want to check us out, you can go to !YouTube if you're on Twitch, and you can watch the stream there, where we'll cut out all the intermissions and everything in between. But thank you so much, everybody, for showing up, and we all hope you have a fantastic night. Peace, everybody.